What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along. Feels like an early start, man, I swear. 11:30. We kick off at 12:30. But big up to everyone locked in. And listen, man, this is a big game of football, man. I don't know why. It feels like this is the kind of game that can define your season. I'm not saying a win wins as the league. I'm not saying a defeat ends the league, but it just feels like one of those games where you've got to get over this, and then we've got a decent run of fixtures in the next 4 or 5. So big game for Arsenal today. Big up to everyone locked in. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Hype up the video afterwards as well. The headline news, people, the headline news: Declan Rice and Trossard are in the squad. Declan Rice starts. Trossard is on the bench. That's the positive news. The negative news, people: no William Saliba, not in the squad, and apparently hasn't travelled. And that's a huge loss, man. That is a big, big loss. Still for me, I think him and Gabriel, of course, are our two best centre backs. And we're going to be missing both of them, people. So Saliba doesn't make the squad, which is very concerning considering Mikel Arteta said, it's just a knock. It's a matter of days. You're thinking, well, there's nothing to worry about there. And now he's missed a couple of games. So is it worse than he was describing? Who knows? But yeah, William Saliba does not make the matchday squad for this game against Aston Villa. And Emi Martinez, the former Arsenal player, he is in the team for Aston Villa. He came off injured in the warm-up midweek against, who did they play? Brighton. He came out of the squad in the warm-up, but he has made the team for Villa today. So Villa are not... I was looking at that Villa team, like, I can't think of many big players that they're missing. Like, anybody know? Are they missing any of their, what you would call probably their main players? Ross Barkley and Tyrone Mings, the only two injured players. I'm not sure either one of those two would be starting this game anyway. So they're pretty much at full strength. So a big game today and a tough game. Kane says, Big C, my YouTube rewind showed that you are my most watched YouTuber. I've watched 368 videos this year. People, anybody that's I'm in your top 5 or you're in your top percentage, hit me up on socials and I'll share them. A few of you have been sending them, but big up to everyone. I found it yesterday. You guys were telling me how to find it on who was in mine most watched and things like that. So big up to each and every one of you for that. A lot to talk about. We're going to go into a little bit more detail about what players are missing, because the Arsenal team and the bench is very interesting, and we will talk about it. So in terms of the Arsenal team, it is David Raya in goal. Ben White will play at right back. Calafiori will be at left back. Jurrien Timber at centre back with Piero Incapia. Those two will continue at centre back. The midfield: Zubimendi, Declan Rice, Martin Odegaard. Listen, I've spoken about Odegaard a lot this week, and this is the kind of game where you're like, you need to turn up, you need to perform, You're playing against Anana and, Kamara, McGinn. I think with Newcastle, you're genuinely playing against one of the most physical midfields in the Premier League. So Odegaard needs to play with intelligence. Physically, we know he's not going to be able to dominate, but in terms of using your brain, getting in those positions, he needs to perform today. That is for sure. The front three: Bukayo Saka. Eze plays on the left. I'm surprised. I didn't really expect that. I thought he would have gone Martinelli or Trossard. Eze plays on the left. I'm not personally the biggest fan of Eze on the left, but I am glad he's in the team. Maybe him and Odegaard can link up. And Mikel Merino gets the nod up front. He's obviously had a really good run of form, and he starts up front. So there is your Arsenal team. Shout out to Shane Gooner for the raid. Really appreciate it. Big up Shane. Doing well on his channel. Appreciate everyone who's come over as well from his channel. And Listen, man, it's playtime is over, man. I've said it many times, people. Playtime is over. This Arsenal team needs to get down to business. Doctor said the full Irish breakfast with Shane Guna Raid. Big up, yeah, the full Irish people. Your boy turned 33 yesterday. Got litty titty last night. Arsenal better not mash up the weekend. Swear down. Big C in the chat. Big up, Doctor, on your birthday for yesterday, man. Big up your damn self. And like I said, big up everyone who's had me in their top 5 rewind and all of that stuff and most viewed. If you've got me on Twitter or Instagram, send me a message with the picture. I'll share it. You know, I appreciate all the support. And big up Shane, who's in the chat. Anybody who thought Eze would keep his place in midfield when Odegaard return was dreaming. Big up Shane. Go and follow his channel, man. Very entertaining. Very good at what he does. And listen, I'm surprised that Eze's even on the left. But Eze getting moved out of the team for Odegaard was super predictable. And do I agree with it? I'm going to be honest. I don't. But I hope I'm proven wrong. I hope I'm proven wrong. I know that Eze didn't play well against Chelsea, but I haven't seen Odegaard do what Eze did against Tottenham. You know, I haven't seen him play a pass like Eze did to Martinelli against Man City or the Martinelli pass against Bayern Munich. I genuinely hope we get the Odegaard back from 22-23 because the reality is this manager is going to continue to pick him. He loves him. So even though people think, oh, you know, you're not a fan of Odegaard, I always say this, people, if a player plays well for the club I support, I'm a fan of them. It's as simple as that. He set a standard up here in 22-23. He's got nowhere near it ever since. So that's what he needs to do. And this is a game where I'm really going, you know, against a physical midfield. You've got to do the business, Odegaard. You know, you're the captain, the leader. We need to see what's going on. So, yeah. The Arsenal bench, Kepa, Lewis Skelly, Noni Madueke, Christian Norgard, Ethan Nwaneri. Trossard returns to the bench. Salmon is on the bench. 16 years of age, defender. I think that shows you that the depth is slowly, well, not slowly, it is quickly disappearing. When we're having to put a 16-year-old defender on the bench. Big up to him at 16 getting on the bench for Arsenal. He's brilliant, but it's not what you really want to see. Gabriel Martinelli and Victor Gyökeres. And I think Gyökeres will be vital today up against Pau Torres and Konza. Physical back four. I think we're definitely going to need him later on in this game. That's for sure. And yeah, Gyökeres, he needs to get his place back, to be honest. Marino is putting him under pressure, but I do think Gyökeres will get back in the team. Toma Talks Football is a new member. Big up to you. Really appreciate that. Curlate Shaw said, forever a big up to you. Per Hansen, clip this. We're not winning unless we get really lucky. Of the current top 5, we've only beaten Palace and United. Well, I think that is what the away games, particularly the away games, you know. You look at Man United away, we win, but we didn't play great. Newcastle was the best away performance so far in the Premier League, I would say. Chelsea away, missed opportunity. Liverpool away, we weren't great. So the big away performance is what we need to show more of that per. Big up Fitzjoseph, man. Member for 50 months. What a legend. Another week. Martin Odegaard showing incoming. Again, I would also have started Lewis Skelly over Zubimendi, as he is easily bullied. Sorry, Big C, you're not in my top 5. I mean, Fitz, what's happened? What has happened? Nah, listen, big up, man. You tune in a lot, and I know you took a long break as well. It is what it is, but no, I appreciate your support. Member for 50 months, that makes up for it. But no, I've got to step my game up because Fitz is brutally honest. So, do you know what, Fitz? I might give you a 3-minute timeout just for the culture. You know, just for not in the top 5. What's happened? Nah, big up Fitz, man. Big up to the top 5 who did make it. Philly said, good morning from Canada. Captain Pillowfoot is way too soft to lead this team. Sometimes, you know, managers, they stick by players and those decisions make them sort of sink or swim. And that's kind of where I think he'll be at with Odegaard. Odegaard either steps up and becomes the guy we need him to be, or we're sitting here going, what's gone wrong, you know? Did you see Arsenal ready to spend 45 million this winter on some midfielder? Yeah, I don't know how true it is, but and B said, when was the last time Odegaard scored? When was that? He scored 1 goal this season. I don't know what game that was. You guys will let me know, I'm sure. Odegaard's got 1 goal this season. I'm assuming it would have been earlier in the season. Who did Odegaard score against? I actually can't even remember it. Was it Leeds? When we won 5? No, wasn't that. Wasn't Man United. Wasn't Forest. It says he's got 1 Premier League goal, but I actually can't remember it. Unless it was in the Champions League. Did he score against West Ham? No. Palace? No, that was Eze. Brighton? In fact, he might not. Has he got a goal? People, let me know. Has Odegaard... I'm sure it said he's got 1 goal this season. Maybe he's got 0. Olympiacos, was it? Let's have a look. We'll have a look. No, Martinelli and Saka. Maybe he hasn't scored. I just checked. It said Odegaard has got 1 goal this season. Did he score again? He didn't score against Newcastle because that was Marino and Gabriel. Maybe he hasn't scored. People, let's Google. It actually says on Google that Odegaard's got 1 goal this season. I was thinking, who did it? I take it back. No. I was looking at the wrong season. Martin Odegaard has not scored this season. He's got 1 assist. He hasn't scored this season. And listen, I know he's been injured, but 2 Champions League games, 8 Premier League games, no goals, 1 assist. Crazy. But listen, come on, Martin. Football fans, we are fickle, right? 1 minute we don't rate a player, the next minute he's brilliant. I'm more than happy for Odegaard to show us that 22-23 form, and I sit here and go, what a player. One thing I've always said about Odegaard, technically, absolute baller. Touch, game intelligence, all of that, brilliant. The problem is, doesn't damage the opposition enough. Attacking midfielder that doesn't create chances and doesn't score goals is a problem. So he needs to step up. I just hope it's not at the expense of Eze. He needs to step up because he's going to have to work twice as hard to get Odegaard out of the team if that's where he wants to play. Arteta is too partial. That's why we might not win. Yeah, I hear you, James. I hear you on that one. Big up everyone who has tagged me already. I see a few of you have tagged me on Twitter and Instagram. I'll share that after the game. Those of you who have put me in your top 5 or you're in the top percentage of videos watched and all that good stuff. Right, we have got 45 minutes until kickoff. So let's get into some of the headline news, some of the stuff that you're probably wondering as you just tuned in. Nearly 3,000 of you locked in already. Big game of football today. Make no mistake about it. No Gabriel Jesus in the squad today. Gabriel Jesus and Max Dowman have travelled with Arsenal under-21s for a behind-closed-doors friendly against Manchester United at St George's Park as they look to build up their match fitness. I agree with that. Gabriel Jesus, he ain't going to come on in a game like this. He's been out for 10 months. He hasn't played 1 minute of football for us yet. This was not the game you're going to bring him on in. Hopefully you bring him on maybe next week against Wolves. I'm not sure if he's in the Champions League squad. So I don't know whether Jesus... Can he play against Bruges this week? I'm pretty sure he was left out of the Champions League squad. Unless they can change it. But yeah, Jesus will go and get minutes for the under-21s, which I definitely think is more sensible. Go and get 60 or 70 minutes. Max Dowman, of course, you know, he's building his way up. I'm sure he'll get minutes at some stage. I think Salmon is on the bench because he's a defender. So Jesus, for those of you wondering, has he had a setback? Is he injured? No, he's playing for Arsenal under-21s today to get minutes. So no Jesus, no Max Dowman, people. So there you go with that one. We got some disappointing news yesterday. More injury concerns. How many injuries, people, surrounding Arsenal? Christian Mosquera. It was announced last night by Sammy Mockbell, who works for the BBC. Christian Mosquera, 21 years of age, will be out for at least the next 6 weeks. Mosquera is set for further tests to establish the full extent of his ankle injury that has been suffered. 6 weeks minimum. So you're looking at mid-January at the earliest for Christian Mosquera. I mean, when you look at his injury record in Spain, hardly any injuries. Comes to Arsenal, 6 weeks minimum ankle injury. Sounds like it's ankle ligament damage. Must have tweaked his ankle as he landed. Listen, this is an injury, by the way, that I probably wouldn't harbour the blame towards the manager, because I think impact injuries, landing awkwardly, you can't really put that at the manager's doorstep. I think overplaying players, Gabriel, Havertz, Saka, Saliba, those ones, yeah, we can have a real conversation about Arteta. Something's not right at this football club. I don't care what anybody says. I know this one is unfortunate. Go and look at Thomas Partey's injury record at Atletico Madrid. Go and look at Mosquera. Go and look at um, Gabriel when he was in France. These guys don't hardly get injured. They come to Arsenal within a few weeks. Yeah, they're all over the place. 6 weeks, man, and you're looking now that Gabriel probably not back till January. Mosquera not back till January. Saliba walking a tightrope. Obviously that injury was a little bit worse than made out. We cannot afford any more injuries. I mean, we've got a Champions League game this week. We don't have a lot of room to rotate in that centre-back area. And when you think Ben White has just come back from injury, how many 90 minutes is he going to be able to play? This could be a problem moving forward. I mean, I was thinking last night, like, would Arteta have to change formation to avoid having to play so many centre-backs? Could you play a back three of maybe Timber, Nkapia and Calafiori so that Ben White can get a rest? I don't know. Like, I don't think we can continue playing Timber, Ben White. It's crazy. It's crazy. We need Saliba back. And then obviously maybe Ben White then can get a little bit of rest. So, yeah, we are short at the moment. We are short. We cannot afford any more injuries at centre-back. That's a good point. Yeah, you could put Skelly at left-back and move Calafiori to centre-back. Yeah, that is a great point. But Mosquera will be out for a minimum of 6 weeks. Unreasonable said, say what you want about Edu, but he signed as Arteta. Yeah, I don't know whether that was a good thing or a bad thing, Unreasonable. We'll find out at the end of this season, if this brother wins a Premier League or a Champions League. Where the hell is Saliba a matter of days? The thing is, when he says that, we're like, is that 3 days or is that 30 days? Like, you just get no indication with Arteta. He gives nothing away, does he? Couple other stories we'll get into shortly. Big up to everyone locked in. Over 3,250 of you locked in now. Just quickly, I didn't speak about this, is the Aston Villa team, which is interesting. As I said, Emi Martinez is back. He pulled out of the warm-up against Brighton midweek, but he returns, he starts. He's going to be motivated for this game, and yeah, he's like the angry ex-player that sort of loves the club but seems to hate the club as well. I think he was very disappointed the way he was let go from the club, and oh dear. I actually thought you was just joking in the comments, but you're not joking. I've got to go to this story. You just can't write this, people. What is going on with this football club? Listen to this, by the way. Listen to this. More injury news. Victor Gyökeres, who is on the bench for Arsenal at Aston Villa, has been suffering with a broken finger. It's strapped up to face Brentford, and he trained with it yesterday. A finger. How has he broken his finger? What is going on? Yeah, Kenny All-Star interviewing Morgan Rogers. He's broken his finger. What's he do? Did he try and do the celebration? And yes, I scored in training. Ow, my finger's gone, Mikel. I can't even do my celebration. If he scores today, he can't even do that. It's like, ow. Come on, man. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Man said London Life single. Well, I was thinking that initially, but I wanted to keep the show PG. Maybe he's enjoying the nightclubbing scene in London, but yeah, we won't speak about that too much. Anyway, yeah, he's got a broken finger, lads. He's got a broken finger. He touched Arteta's hair. Mikel, what gel do you put in? Get off! Ah, my finger! Don't ever touch the Lego head. Every hair is immaculate, guys. The most attacking haircut in the world, guys. If your finger is broken, you go see the physio. Queue up. We have 55 players there, Victor. I never wanted you anyway. I wanted Sesko. It's crazy. It's too many ear flicks. Ow! Apparently, he took Win the dog's food out of the bowl, and Win's just nipped him. I said, "Oh, those biscuits look nice." Ow! Oh, my finger! Oh dear. Hey, what a community! What a community, Victor. More than a 9, guys. More than a 9. Oh my days! Unbelievable. This community's got no behavior, man. No behavior. I feel like the teacher that's just helping out for the day, and none of the students are listening to me. Do your work. Shut up. You're not our permanent teacher anyway. Ah, dear. Brian says, big up Curtis in the community. The hospital ward grows. Expect a gutty 2-1 win. Well, now the thing is, maybe he ain't going to come on for long. No? You know what I mean? So I was hoping Gyökeres would play, but maybe not. Yeah, leave the dog alone. Leave the dog. Not the dog's biscuits. Leave them. Yeah, but I haven't eaten. Are these men doing Royal Rumble in training? So, guys, I'm a big fan of wrestling. Growing up, my favorite was the Ultimate Warrior, guys. So I have decided we are going to do something different, guys. We are going to do Hell in the Cell, guys. Hell in the Cell. Yes, Hell in the Cell. Gabriel Heinze, bring the cage in. I'm going to put you all in the cage. You are going to fight, and the last one to win, you are going to start on the weekend, guys. You are going to start on the weekend. It's like WWF. He's Vince McMahon, Arteta. Big up Daniel, who's become a new member. Big up your damn self, Daniel. New member. Welcome to the members club, my friend. And let's get the likes up, people. It's going off already. All of our players are injured, guys. They're all injured. Wins bit his finger. I'm going to tweet it. Twitter ain't got the personality for it, but I heard Win bit his finger. As he approached the dog food. Oh dear. They'll cry about that on Twitter. Oh, you're abusing Win. Anyway, right, a few other stories. It's information and entertainment. This is why, you're locked in. Big up Whammer, man, who's gifted 5 memberships to the community. Big up to you, Whammer, always supporting. He also says, Big C in the community. Okay, the team is what it is. How can we win this game? We're going to talk about that. And you're right. What would Dicey say about, listen, these guys, they're not real men, mate. You'd never have me out with a broken finger, mate. I'd poke you in the eye with that broken finger just to test it. And, hair flicks and all that. You'll never see me do that, mate. Wheat bricks, wheat wood, wheat concrete. Mohammed said, good morning, guys. It's 6:55 a.m. in Michigan. What are we doing here? Ha ha. Yeah, well, if we win, it's worth it. If we lose, you'll be questioning why you set your alarm so early, Detroit, Michigan. Big up yourself. Big up Mohammed, man. Yeah, we have to win today. We have to win. How do you get into press conferences with these impressions? I mean, I don't know. I'm genuinely always shocked when I get the email back saying you're allowed in the press conference. I really am. I really am. It's only out of the country. In England, no chance. That's getting declined. The moment they leave, I've got half a chance. America and that, they don't care about that. Look, they just gave Donald Trump a Peace Prize award. Donald Trump, that World Cup draw. I saw people yesterday saying, do a watch along for the World Cup draw. That was longer than a game. 2.5 hours watch along. Lauren Hill's there. Rio Ferdinand, Shaq, Kevin Hart. I didn't know what am I watching? Am I watching a movie? Am I watching a stand-up comedy act? Trump's getting a Peace Prize. I'm so glad I never did a watch along for that. Absolutely crazy. Big up Gunnar Pop, who said his brother just had a baby girl. Can you shout out a win today for him? Yeah, man, 100%. Will Win be facing disciplinary action? Yeah, the walk was only 5 minutes today, so she's only done one poo on London Colney Training Ground today. And Paul Allen is a new member. Big up yourself, Paul. Really appreciate you becoming a member on the channel. Yeah, that was the worst draw I have probably ever seen. I'm so glad I never did no watch along for that. I'd have been asleep. I'd have genuinely been sleeping. Anyway, right, we'll focus a little bit more. Half an hour until kickoff, so still got a few things to talk about. Big up everyone locked in. This is a must-win game for us today. Confirmed reports are in today explaining Odegaard will blow his nose on the pitch 7 times, while Eze will walk casually on the left wing. More to follow. Excalibur said, community, how do I view the top 5 on YouTube? So it actually just popped up on my page and said, like, recap. But I think there is a way. If you want to let him know, let him know. But it just popped up on my page, so I didn't have to go looking for it. Right, let's focus on one or two things, and then we'll sort of build up to the game a little bit more, people. The good news, these two are back. The especially good news, of course, is Declan Rice, because I think we all know Decker's had to play today. He had to play. We hope he's fine, and we hope he can get through the game. Club Brugge midweek on Wednesday, and who have we got next week? Wolves at home next week. A great week for him to get a good break. And the week after, by the way, we don't have a midweek game. So we've just got to get him through this. Trossard is on the bench today. I think we can almost guarantee Eze gets dragged in this game. Like, he's that player, isn't he, that 60, 70 minutes, you go, yeah, he'll take him off. Trossard will come on. So we just need Rice to get through this game, and then hopefully he gets a break moving forward. But massive boost to have him back, because that Aston Villa midfield is powerful. You know, Anana's in there, Kamara's in there, McGinn, Tielemans, Rodgers making those attacking runs. It's a tough midfield, man. If Rice wasn't playing today, I think we'd have been in trouble. So, yeah, that is a massive boost. Listen, we've got quality players on the pitch. I still believe we can win this game today. I know we don't have Saliba and Gabriel, and most teams would struggle without their first choice centre-back pairing, but I still think we can beat Aston Villa today. I really do. It's a tough game. We all know it is. They're a good team, but I don't think they're a better team than us, but it's whether we turn up. You know, if your levels drop, you fall short, you know. And that's what we can't afford. Eze, look, we've seen the brilliant, we've seen the poor from him. Chelsea strolled around the pitch, did nothing. You can't do that at Villa Park. Even if Eze's not playing well, we need a shift. You've got to run. You've got to put the work in. You know, obviously the Tottenham game was sensational. I gave him 10 out of 10. Bayern Munich game was very good. Newcastle game, very good. Palace game, very good. So he needs to perform, but Rice is instrumental in this game today. And hopefully, I mean, listen, if we were winning comfortably, which would be very difficult, it's a tough game, you would hope maybe we could take him off early. But if not, you've just got to make sure he has a break, you know, after this game. Big up Kyle said, big up from Brooklyn, New York. It's mad early here. Young Hover, Brooklyn, Marcy Projects, East New York. Do you think this is Gyökeres game instead of Marino? I actually think it is. I actually think it is, because the physicality. But at the same time, I look at it like this. Sometimes when you're up against physical centre-backs, Gyökeres might just go there and have a wrestling match with them, which doesn't always help him. Where Marino drops into different areas of the pitch, so they can't mark him at times. So, I don't know. The problem is, if Marino goes and stands near Konza and them, like, he'll get beat up. He'll be doing roly-polies for the whole 90 minutes around the pitch. What he needs to do is move away from them, get into areas that they don't want to go, and then maybe he can get a goal. Either way, I'd be taking him off, you know, and bringing on Gyökeres late in the game. Derek said, big up New York City, Naz, the GOAT rapper. Naz is one of my favourite rappers of all time. Queensbridge, you know. Naz, one of my favourites. Big up Ray, St. Anne's in the building, NG3, enough love. Curtis, big up my Knots crew who are locked in, NG3 is my postcode that I grew up in, even though it's all love to the whole of Notts, Brewster's Road, St. Anne's, that's where I'm from, you know what I mean? So anyone from Notts, big up yourself. No, we're talking about the real Nas, not no Lil Nas XC. That's a Gen Z comment right there. You know what I mean? No proper Nas, bro, Nostradamus. Armin said, you thought Arteta was waffle settings. The World Cup draw was 10 times worse. Oh, man. I couldn't even watch it. I couldn't even watch it. I just kept turning over like, yeah, when I'm back, come back. Big up NG7 in the building as well. Big up Joshua. It's all love to Knots, man. Footy chats, hit the like button and subscribe, people. Philly said even though Trossard didn't deserve an off-season raise, he has earned it. He has. He has. I hold my hands up, man. Trossard's been balling. He has been balling, yeah. But I still want a new left winger. Abby said, my YouTube history is off, so I don't have a YouTube top watch channel. I'm sure you're my top one, unlike Fitz. Big up Fitz Joseph, man. Big up Fitz Joseph. I haven't watched the Diddy documentary yet. I haven't. I know people say Nas, you know, because I'm from further up north. We just say Nas, you know what I mean? But yeah, Nas. I get it. I get it. It's an accent thing, you know what I mean? No, I did watch a few clips from the Diddy documentary, man. It looks wild. It looks wild. 50 is a troll, innit? You know, 50 is a troll. I kind of understand what he meant, though. Like, he was like, because 50's getting a backlash. People are saying, oh, he's preying on the downfall of, you know, Diddy and blah, blah, blah. But then 50's like, yo, if I didn't do this documentary, one of them major TV channels would have done it anyway. So why not keep the money from within the community? And so I don't blame it. Nobody cares if, you know, CBS or Netflix or Stars do a documentary and tear down a rapper. Let 50 do it, you know? And I don't think 50 likes Diddy either, does he? He's always dissing him, saying Diddy tried to take him shopping and he's corny and, you know what I mean? Let's face it, man, he's a wrong un anyway, man. He's mad. The stuff I've seen, clips from that documentary, he's done some mad stuff. Whether it's all true or not, I don't know. But, you know, they're saying he never looked after Biggie Smalls' family and he was moving mad. So it is what it is, people. You reap what you sow, as they say, you know. But yeah, I will watch that documentary at some stage. People saying Diddy has leaked the videos to 50. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, Diddy was linking 50's baby mum, wasn't he? So, you know, 50 ain't just going to let that slide, is he? You know? Anyway, let's concentrate on football because I'll be talking about hip-hop for the next hour and miss the whole game. The game, by the way, is on TNT Sports if you're looking for it. And it kicks off in about 24 minutes till kickoff, people. Right, let's have a look at one or two other things. William Saliba, of course, didn't make the squad today, which is a massive loss. Because Arteta kept saying a matter of days, I was thinking he's saving him for this game, but he's obviously not. Club Brugge midweek. I don't know whether I'd even play him in that. It's just we might be short of options in other areas of the pitch. You know, can Ben White play 3 games in 7 days, which is also going to be a problem for him. So we may be forced to bring him in. But yeah, we have to manage these players carefully at the moment, man. We really do. But yeah, it's a blow. It's always annoying when they say, "Oh, it's just a few days, guys," and then they're not back. Because when he's saying a few days at the start of the week, I'm thinking he's going to be back for the weekend. But listen, we've got to show what our squad depth is about, people. The reality of the situation today, we are playing today Jurrien Timber at centre-back, who's a Dutch international, who's a natural centre-half, even though I think he's been incredible at right-back. And he costs £40 million. He's playing next to Piero Hincapié, who's going to cost £45 million, who has won a league title, Invincible, and is the Ecuador captain. And Ecuador have made it to the World Cup. So we're not playing 2 scrubs at centre-back. Like, they're probably more expensive and more experienced than the 2 Aston Villa centre-backs. What I was thinking today, and I want to know your guys' opinion on this, because Timber is so good at right back, would we have been better off playing Ben White at centre back and leaving Timber at right back? And I also was thinking Ben White would do less running if he was at centre back than having to bomb up and down at right back and overlap Saka. Now, on one hand, Ben White, I think, has a brilliant partnership with Saka. If you remember before, they had a really good attacking partnership. Would you have played Timber at centre back, or would you have put Ben White back at centre back? I don't mind either way. They're both actually natural centre backs. None of them were right backs initially. I'm just thinking, to save the legs of Ben White, would Timber have been better? But then Timber played really well the other day. So I personally don't mind. I was just thinking of a way of keeping Ben White from having to do so much running. Yeah, Ben White's got that good delivery, and he going forward. Slightly better cross than Timber, in my opinion. So I just worry about the crosses. Nketiah and Timber, they're not the tallest. If they're putting a lot of crosses in, Ben White, I think, is a little bit taller, but yeah, it is what it is anyway. We have got quality there. Darth Shaw, that is an outrageous profile name. Main players injured, another excuse for Arteta. No excuses this year, bro, I'm sorry. Paul Kung, big up Curtis from Melbourne, Australia. Big up. Ain't Melbourne the sporting capital of Australia, they say? The MCG. A few of my friends have been to Australia, actually, man. I wouldn't mind going there. That flight, man, that flight. When I flew to Singapore in the summer, there was a lot of people getting off at Singapore to then go on to Australia. I came off that plane to Singapore like, yo, oh my days, like, get me off this plane. It was a 14-hour flight. I'd hardly slept. I was like, get me off this plane. They're like, yeah, we've got another 9.5 hours to Australia. I was like, I just don't know if I could do that, man. Real talk. I might have to go Singapore, stay there for like a day, get a good sleep, then go to Australia, man. That flight. Plus, and I know it's never the case, Paul. They always make countries look different. When I go online and things pop up on your timeline, all I see in Australia is kangaroos just jacked up, standing on the corner, looking like this, looking like they want beef. They look like gangsters. You know what I mean? You see all these videos of these kangaroos in Australia, just standing there, just 5 of them standing outside someone's house like that, just hench like this. They look like gangsters in Australia. I'm like, brother, I grew up in the ends, but them kangaroos, I don't know if I'm built for that, man. Real talk. I don't know how they deal with them. You got big spiders, you got sharks. I'm telling you, man, them kangaroos look gangster. You really see kangaroos in the cities and the suburbs. I'm telling you, man. I don't know. In my head, when I see them chilling like that, I'm like, yo, a kangaroo's just chilling on the corner like that. Throwing up gang signs, you know what I mean? And just hopping off. Nah, I don't know, man. I know, obviously, it's not like that. But, that's just the picture I've got in my head. I'm going to come out the ground, like the football ground, to watch a game, and there's just going to be kangaroos waiting outside for us. Nah, man. Big C should go on I'm a Celeb. I have actually been watching I'm a Celeb, It's been good, to be fair. Kangaroos are dangerous. Bro, man, I'm gangsteroo. I don't know if I'm... But let me know, people. My Australian community, let me know. I'm sure Sydney and Melbourne and Perth and Brisbane and all of that ain't like that, of course. Adelaide. One kangaroo versus 100. Yeah, we got him, man. We got him. We'll beat him. I've seen kangaroos boxing grown men, no cap. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, I've seen them battering people. I said, no, man, I ain't. Them claws they've got as well. Anyway, don't worry about the kangaroos. We got more things we got business to handle, people. Kickoff is in 18 minutes, people. Big game. Keown and Crouch pitch side. Crouch is massive, isn't he? Absolutely massive. Emi Martinez, let's have a brief talk. Can't lie, the wildlife in Australia looks scary. Oh, bro, the snakes as well, and the spiders. Jeez. Emiliano Martinez. I said at the time we shouldn't have sold him. He was better than Leno. And to get less than 20 million for him was outrageous. The guy, has won the Yashin Award and won the World Cup. However, we've got Raya now. I'm happy. Raya's younger. I think Raya's better on the ball. I still rate Martinez, but he does seem to have a mistake in his locker nowadays. But you just know he's always going to have a point to prove, isn't he? So we got to get the better of him. He's made the odd mistake against us as well, but you know he's always going to have a point to prove. So I saw an interview he did in the week. He said he still loves Arsenal. I genuinely think with Emmy's disliked by a lot of Arsenal fans. I think what people have to understand with Emmy was at Arsenal for nearly 9 years as a backup. Never hardly got a run out. Went out on loan, left his family. You hear the whole story. Gets in the team. He's like, wow, I've made it. Leno's injured. He comes in. He's a revelation. He wins the FA Cup. He's thinking, this is it. This is my time. I'm going to be Arsenal's number one. And within 6 months, that's it. It's over. You know? I know he wasn't forced to leave, but he was told that I can't guarantee you're going to be first choice. So he thought, well, if I ain't going to get the shirt now, I'm never going to get the shirt. So he went to Villa, where I think Arteta should have said, look, you're better than Leno. Leno's on the bench. But it's worked out in the end. So, yeah, he's going to have a point to prove, that's for sure. Stu said, I'm in the Gold Coast of Australia. It's the snakes and spiders you have to be worried about. And the crocodiles up north. See, there's too much going on, man. Kangaroos, crocodiles, snakes, spiders. I mean, the koalas look good. I don't know. Do koalas attack you as well? I don't know what's going on. There's too much going on, man. There's too much going on. Eze hat-trick. Yeah, man, listen. Eze needs a good performance today. Just whether on that left-hand side. The problem you have with the left-hand side of Arsenal's team, people, is Calafiori goes here, there, and everywhere. So then, when you play on the left, you've got a lot of defensive responsibility, you know? And then I just don't know if he's built for that. But he needs to. He needs to. It'll be interesting. I'm hoping what happens is he can drift inside and get into those little pockets. See, look, I've met some fierce koalas. Look, even koalas, and I've drop beers. What a drop beers, bro. What a drop beers. I went Florida. I was cool. The only thing they told me in Florida is if there's water, stay away from it. You know what I mean? Especially if it's got no fence around it. Them alligators and that. So anytime there was water, I was, make sure there's distance. You know, them gators in Florida. Apart from that, I was cool. You lot telling me about even the koalas aren't safe. There's too much going on there, man. Look, koalas have sharp claws and teeth. They'll rip you apart. And they're the calmest ones. I thought they were the friendly, oh, poor little koala. Even they'll rip you apart. Drop bears, I've never heard of them. Now you're talking about honey badgers, stingrays, box jellyfish. There's too much. I can't do it, guys. I may have to stay and just do the watch-alongs from home if Arsenal go Australia, man. There's too much going off. Look, spiders in the toilet bowl. You can't even go for a wee. Big C, Lee Dixon is questioning Odegaard's performances. I mean, if I speak, I'm suspended at least 6 months. I hope he shuts me up today and balls out. But Glock has from playing FIFA. Do you know what? I've played a bit of FIFA. I got FIFA and just, when you got a bit of spare time, a bit of FIFA. And it's not a bad game. It's too much of a pay-to-win game. However, I packed Eusebio. I was hyped. He's untradeable, though. I would have sold him. He's worth 5 million. But, yeah, I have been playing a little bit of FIFA, but I feel like it's not as good as the start of the game. They've put some update on it, and it doesn't feel as good now. It doesn't feel as good. Big up you beauty community. MLS final tonight. Vancouver versus Inter Miami. Messi. Go Whitecaps. Last time they won 1979. Yeah, I just want Messi to win. I went to Miami last year. I had a fantastic holiday there. I loved it in Miami. And so yeah, I want Miami to win. Obviously, it's great when a team wins who haven't won for a long time, so I can understand, you want in Vancouver to win, but it's Messi in it. I love Messi. Curtis David Attenborough Shaw. I'm here walking through the Everglades. No, not Everglades. That's Florida. But yeah, I'll be walking around Australia in silence. Nah, man. You will love Australia, Big C. Down south is nice, but the weather up north is beautiful. Stay out of the water. Bull sharks and crocs. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. Anyway, we have got 10 minutes until kickoff. And what? Right, let's have a look at the Premier League table. That's what I was going for. Big up Nancevic, who said, good morning, just woke up 7 a.m. in the USA. Yo, first of all, big up to everybody. I started this watch along at 11:30 and I felt a bit tired, like, it feels a bit early to be doing a watch along. And then some of you guys, people are putting messages in going, yo, it's 5 a.m., it's 7 a.m. and blah, blah, blah. I respect the commitment. And, look, 4:30 a.m. in Vancouver, big up yourselves. And let's hope they don't let us down, Setting your alarms, getting up at 5 a.m., 4 a.m. to watch Arsenal play. I respect it highly, man. I respect it highly. And they better not let us down. That we need a performance. Big from the group home said, look for Eze to drop in the middle like Martinelli last game. He can open up the defence and make something happen. Come on, Eze, man. Come on, Arsenal. Come on, the Arsenal. Let's have a look at the Premier League table. This is first against third. Arteta against Emery. We are currently 5 points clear of Man City. Man City's next 2 games in the Premier League. Sunderland at home today. Crystal Palace away next week. Real Madrid away midweek. It's a tough week for Man City. If they do slip up, we need to take advantage. We need to put the pressure on them. Aston Villa are third in the table. It's a tough game. But we need to get 3 points, people. People asking in the chat, would you take a draw? I wouldn't take a draw. We need to win the league. We need to win this game. We beat Aston Villa away last season. We didn't actually play great in that game. Watkins missed big chances, but we beat them. I expect Arsenal to get 3 points today. We've scored 7 goals more than them. We've conceded half the goals they've scored. I wouldn't swap anybody really in their team. I'd probably take Morgan Rogers maybe. Apart from that, I'd take all of our team ahead of this, so... But it's a tough place to go. They're good at Villa Park. They're going to be fired up. Ollie Watkins nearly signed for us. He's going to have a point to prove. Emi Martinez, former keeper. Unai Emery, the former manager. They got a good victory in the week. We know this is a tough game. If our level drops, we'll slip up today. If we perform at the level we're capable of, I think we'll be too good for them. I'm looking at the big names, right? We've got defenders missing today, right? So ultimately, it might affect the defence. It might not. Big up Buenos Aires Guna in the chat, by the way. He's up early as well. Big up yourself. They beat Man City, but they lost to Liverpool. However, I'm looking today at Saka, Odegaard, and Eze. I'm looking at those 3 in particular because you are our creative spark. You are the guys that are supposed to win us this game. Saka, you're supposed to be our main attacker. Come on, turn up. Eze, we've seen brilliance and then not so good games. We need that. Odegaard, we've spoken about him all week. Some people think he's great. Some people think he's underperforming. This is the kind of game you need to turn up in. Against a powerful midfield, show your game intelligence. Marino, listen, he's been coming up clutch for us. And obviously, Gyökeres is available. Even though we've just found out, for those of you tuned in, Gyökeres has a broken finger. I'm not joking. Gyökeres has a broken finger. But he is on the bench and he is able to play. Everybody's just getting injured. Mosquera's out for 6 weeks. Saliba's not in the squad. Gyökeres is on the bench with a broken finger. But I've said it before and I've said it again. This is the season of no excuses. Injury crisis, squad depth, I don't want to hear none of it. We've spent enough money. We've got good enough players. Win the game of football. No excuses. Winners win and losers make excuses. That's where I'm at with it. Rumour is he tried to win the dogs dog biscuits and the dogs just nipped him a little bit and Finger broken, guys. Finger broken. I'm joking, by the way. But he does have a broken finger. I'm not joking about that. Jesus isn't in the squad. We did speak about it earlier, but he is playing for the under-21s today to get match fitness along with Max Dowman. So no setback for Gabriel Jesus. Frankie said, just spent 7 months in the USA, Canada, and Mexico. Yeah, we will be there, guys. We will be there. World Cup 2026. I will be traveling. My main aim was to go there to watch Jamaica in the World Cup. Jamaica have messed up. They're in a playoff. I'm not confident they're going to get through. They're playing New Caledonia. I think they'll beat them, but then they play Congo in the final. I don't think they'll beat Congo in the final. If you can't beat Curacao in Jamaica, I don't see how you beat Congo in a neutral venue. Congo have got good players, Wissa, and players like that. So, but I'm going to go to the World Cup anyway. You know, I just want to experience a World Cup. Messi and Ronaldo will be their last World Cup. So, yeah, I will be over there. I just need to get hold of some tickets. I think they go on sale later this month. So, yeah, we will be there, guys. DM6379. Injuries, but I'm not having excuses anymore, bro. I'm not. Look at our back four today. Ben White, 50 million. Jurriën Timber, 40 million. Nkapie is going to cost 45 million on the obligation. And Calafiori, 40 million. I'm not hearing it. Big Cruz, big up C-Unit from Texas, just off my night shift. Big up yourself, bro. Tony Nitro, 4:20 a.m. in Cali. Waking up to kangaroo talks in Australia. You just never know with this community. Anything can happen at any given moment, people. Anything can happen at any given moment. 1,400 for a ticket. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, man. A World Cup in America. Even going to watch Arsenal friendlies in America, you're spending $200-300 on a ticket. So World Cup tickets are going to be crazy. Let me know if you go Philly. I got you. Yo, I had a good time in Philly last year, man, on tour. Was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. I enjoyed Philly, man. Philly is one of them cities to me that it felt like it had a lot of spirit about it. You know, it felt like it had a lot of vibe, you know, and spirit about it. I had a good time in Philly, man. You know what I mean? I went to the NBA arena and, you know, it was good, man. Had a good couple nights out there. That's cheap. Check the final, 20K. Yeah, I won't be going to the final. I'm going to try and get media access, but it'll be hard. Right, people, give me 1 second. Someone's banging on the door. I think I got a delivery. No, it's not much. City of Brotherly Love for a reason. Yep, you're right. Give me 1 second, people. Not even my delivery, you know. At least be a delivery for me, you know what I mean? It's not even my delivery. Anyway, people, big up to everyone locked in. The players are walking out. Nah, it ain't no merch, I promise you. Definitely no merch. We're in a football club or a hospital, said Iron. Ginger Lightbulb, I wouldn't go to Trump's. Oh, yeah. And Daniel said, got a bad feeling about this game. I think we've evolved past Odegaard. Like we did with Zinchenko. Well, there's only one way to prove it, my friend, is Odegaard needs to turn up in games like this. You're the captain. I need to see a performance. I need to see a performance. People, we kick off in 3 minutes. I'm going for 2-1 to Arsenal. 2-1 is basically the score when you hope that we're going to win, but you're not totally convinced. But I'm going for 2-1. Give me a score predictions, people. Be honest. How are you feeling? We need to win. We need to win. I just said, if you look at that Aston Villa team, I'd probably only take Rodgers. I wouldn't be in a rush to sign. I'd take Onana as squad depth because he's a giant. 4-1. Geez, I think it'll be closer. 3-2, 3-1, 3-2 again. A lot of threes. Nice sponsor collaboration. Nah, I ain't shouting out the delivery company either. The way they're banging on the door, I thought I was getting raided by police. 1-0, 0-0, 3-2 Villa. 12:30 kickoffs, man. Not usually loads of goals. Kangaroos at the door, not happy with the disc. Yeah, they just hopped over from Australia, you know what I mean? Big up Billy, big up everyone. Most of you going Arsenal wins. Few of you going Villa, not confident. This could be 1-0. Could be players hugging in the tunnel. Yeah. Reunion, innit? I don't like seeing it. I know I'm moving like Roy Keane, but do your job. Do your job. They're hugging it. I don't. No. Cam said going to be a super tough game. They have only lost one game at home. Yeah, and I think that may have been their first one of the season. Was it Palace? I think I remember he whipped it in the top corner. Jesus playing for the under-21s today for match fitness. Right, we're underway in 2 minutes, people. Just do your job. Come on, people. We need to win today, man. Alfred said, let me know if you come to Atlanta. We can finally put that strip club debate to rest. Don't let the missus see the comment. Yeah, we'll keep it quiet, Alfred. You know what I mean? Just drop me an email. We have to keep it. Yeah, because the argument was, you know, they were saying the Miami clubs, but then people saying the ones in Atlanta are even better, you know? Make sure you like the video. What's the like count, people? There's 4,000 of you in the chat. We must have 1,000 likes, surely. Pre-kickoff 1,000 likes. Are we there? We're at 923 likes. Let's get to 1,000 likes. We've got a minute and a half till kickoff. Aston Villa against Arsenal, a big game. 16-year-old Salmon is on the bench. I don't know what his first name is, but yeah, he's on the bench. Nerve-wracking game. You can see Villa are fired up. There's smoke going off before the game. Emery will want to do us. Elton said the result of Villa versus Arsenal in the 23-24 or 2003-04 was 2-0 in favour of Arsenal. Fingers crossed, yep. And Farhan said, how is Gyökeres going to get back in the team? Marino will have a game where he doesn't perform. You know, he will. We're about to get underway, people. Big game of football. Arsenal playing in their white kit. And we are underway. Come on. Come on, Arsenal. Let's do this. This is a big game of football, man. Honestly, it feels like it could be pivotal in this title race. If we can beat Villa away, man, all of a sudden you're saying you've been to Villa Park, you've been to Old Trafford, you've been to Anfield, you've been to St James's. You've only really got City and Tottenham out of the bigger teams. Offside there, free kick to Aston Villa. Someone said salmon sounds fishy. He's only 16, man. I don't want to banter off the young buck, you know, but yeah, of course. Of course. Will Ethan Nwaneri ever play football for Arsenal again? Sam said, Arsenal fan here liking the show from St. Martin. Big up, bro. In the Caribbean. Everton away will be tough. But I just think because Everton have got that big stadium, it's not quite as intimidating as Goodison Park, you know. I feel like Goodison was I think Arsenal are playing in different... I'm sure Arsenal, when they play in this kit, it's usually white socks. They've probably had to change them because of Villa. I can see already this is going to be a tough game. You can just tell already, innit? Villa Park is not often an easy ground to go to. I think it will be difficult. St. Martin, that's your island. Big up Wells. Arsenal. See, the problem you've got today, I say quite often with Arsenal, we like putting crosses in. There you go, look, they're on Rice already. We like putting crosses in, but Konza and them, man, are good in the air. They're good in the air, so it might take away a little bit from the crosses. For Arteta, Ethan is just a bench warmer. You're right, Latte, I'm telling you. Are you Arteta out if we don't win? I mean, I can't guarantee that I won't be. It depends how the game goes, man. You know, I don't. I'm at the point now. I don't even want to talk about Arteta in or out. Like, just win the title. That solves everything. That solves everything. Win the league. Emi Martinez in possession for Villa. Big C, when they said bigger fish to fry, we now have salmon on the bench. Any news on base haddock and Dover sole? Well, yeah. We've got bigger fish to fry. So we signed a kid called Salmon and put him on the bench. Quite a few Dominicans in St. Martin. Or do you mean Dominicans? You think Waneri's been poor? I think it's because, Jason, that last season we saw a lot of quality from Ethan and we thought he was going to build on it. And then this season, because he hasn't played much, I think it's knocked him out of his stride. Same with Lewis Skelly as well. The lack of football has really damaged them. I think there's an argument with Lewis Skelly that, okay, Calafiori's played so well at left back, he can't get in the team, you know. But Odegaard, and there's been times I feel Ethan could have gone out wide as well. But it is what it is. Yeah, Maatsen played for Dortmund in the Champions League final. Villa, he gets rotated because of Luca Digne. I was surprised he went there without a guarantee that you're going to be Villa's first choice. I know he's playing today, but Luca Digne plays a lot. Matty Cash whips it up the line. Calafiori does really well there against McGinn. Villa are pressing us like mad. Look, even when the ball goes back to Rayo, Watkins is chasing after him. You don't often see... Hey, Timber, I mean, that's good footwork. They are pressing like mad. Emery has probably told them, get after Arsenal. Don't give them space to build. Now, the thing is, we've now got to show the quality to play through their press. We complain when teams low block, we've got no space. The other side of that is when a team goes and presses you, you've got to have the quality to play through them. People saying, is there a kick clash? Nah. Go on, nick that, Saka. Go on. Oh, surely he's got to make a challenge there. I know he's trying to stand him up. Go on, Saka. Ah, it's gone out. Am I wrong there? I would have loved to have seen Saka. I think he's holding him off a little bit. I'll let him off. They're trying to play out from the back as well. So we need to go and put a bit of pressure on them. Unai Emery. Emery just hates to see us win after all that history. No one can change my mind. Listen, if you get sacked from a job and you feel it's unfair, are you really going to like that company or not? I don't think Emery would be the biggest lover of Arsenal. Maybe not Arsenal as a club and the fan base, but maybe he feels unfairly treated. You know, he got a year and a half in the job and they let him go. Arteta's had 6 years. So maybe he thinks, well, why, as an experienced trophy-winning manager, was he not given the time? But it's the way it goes. They've got to keep Rodgers off the ball. David Raya in possession. Bro, oh my God, he nearly pulled the ball back in his own goal. What's he doing? You need to play a little bit quicker than that, Raya, mate. That's too slow. Throw into Villa down by our corner flag. Raya, on his right foot, drags it onto his left, drags it towards the goal line, ends up having to kick the ball out for a throw-in. You notice Watkins is chasing after him. So they've obviously targeted David Raya that he maybe, takes too long on the ball sometimes. Here's Matty Cash for Villa. Crosses block, goes out for another throw-in. I don't know what he's doing there, Raya, but he's taking too long. I do not like when Onana plays against us. Look, Zubimendi is marking Onana. Can somebody make that make sense? He's probably their biggest player. He's 6'4". I think he might even be 6'5", and Zubimendi's marking him. Matty Cash long throw. Come on. They've still got the ball. Can somebody explain to me why Zubimendi's marking Onana? I really don't understand that. He's one of our... He's not even 6 foot tall. Surely you put... I mean, we haven't even got the tallest of teams, actually. You probably put Rice, Marino. I don't think Nkapie and Timber are that tall. Maybe Calafiori. Anyway, the ball's forced back to Emi Martinez in possession. See, you notice when Emi's got the ball, we let him have the ball. Then we go and press when he plays the pass. Saka, is that a corner? No, he's given a goal kick to Aston Villa. Dark chocolate digestives. Man's trying to do the biscuit talk already. Zubi has a leap, bro. He's going to need more than a leap to get above Onana. Bleck said, for me, it's Timber. The brother has been solid. Timber is pure class. Yeah, Raya and nephew. Good header, Jurian Timber there. Good strength. Ben White, heavy touch. Paul runs it out for a throw-in. Gyökeres will come on in this game, no doubt about it. This is the kind of game that Marino will probably struggle to get involved in a lot. You're just hoping with Marino that he gets a good chance at some stage. Yeah, a bit of a slow start. We knew Villa were going to come flying out of the traps. Cons are on the edge of their own area. Sometimes you go to these grounds, you've got to see off that first 15 minutes and then grow into the game. Onana in possession for Villa. Forced back to Emi. Emi plays it out. Get after him. That's where we got to nick it. Yes. Saka. Here's a chance. Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard. Oh, straight at Emi. That's better. That's better, Martin. That's better than pillow foot. Half a chance. That's where you got to get after him. Look, Timber pressing Onana. Good strike by Odegaard. Just too straight. Here's a chance. Overhit pass. I think Saka's offside anyway. He hasn't given offside, has he? Yeah, I think he's offside. Half a chance here. See, there's your warning sign. Go and get after that Villa midfield when they're in possession. Can you nick it? We nicked the ball off them twice there. Led to Odegaard's shot. Then Marino overhits the pass, but then Saka was offside anyway, so it doesn't matter. Decent strike by Odegaard, though. That's where you got to get after them. Wow, I tell you what, that was close. He might not have been offside there, you know. If Marino played that pass, that was very close. He overhit the pass. Saka could have had a one-on-one there. Emi goes long again. Arsenal win the header. Villa in possession. Watkins! Watkins! No! It's Watkins! Great save, David Raya! Oh, my days. How the hell has he done us like that? Shocking defending. He's done both of our centre-backs there. Wow, Watkins should have scored. What a save, David Raya. Cuts inside both our defenders. Wow, it goes out for a goal kick. Well, he's going to want to prove a point. We had an offer for him in January. We're going to sign him. That defending is horrendous. Look at this. Header. Step up. Who's that playing him onside? Nkapie, bro. The whole... Nkapie gets done. Timber gets dropped to the floor. See, that is what you call FIFA no chemistry. Our whole defence is up. Calafiori as well. Nkapie, look at Timber gets bodied. Nkapie gets done. I don't know how he misses. Our defence got bodied. That's a poor finish, man. You put that in the corner, you don't save it. Our whole defence is up. Nkapie's 10 yards behind him, playing him onside. Then Nkapie gets chopped. And then Timber gets bodied to the floor. See, that's where you need Gabriel and them. He can't do that to Gabriel. I didn't actually see there. What did he do to Calafiori, McGinn? Does he kick him off the ball? Oh, no, I've gone too far back. Let's have a look. Calafiori's rolling around the floor. Here. There, look. What does he do to him? Does he kick him? I actually can't see it on the screen. I think he stamps on his foot, maybe. Listen, sometimes, I don't know, they hurt, to be fair, but this is where we lack leadership. Look, ball in behind. Rogers looking for the through ball. You see, I don't like that. Eze, come on, man. They're on you, bro. We look rattled. Come on. We knew they were going to be at us. We got to deal with it. The problem with our defence today is who's going to be the talker? Who's the one that's going to organise that back four? Timber's very quiet. I don't even know if Nkapie talks English. They're on the attack again. Strength, not a foul. Well done. Come on, Saka. Let's break. Let's break. You've got a bit of space to run into there. Saka in the long sleeve shirt. Good ball into Marino. Can you turn out? Back to Saka. Yeah, we didn't break quick enough there. Come on, Odegaard. Let's get moving. Eze on the left still worries me today. I don't know. He's drifted inside there. You've got to go looking for the ball. Get wide. Get in the game. Get in the game. Arsenal in possession, which ain't a bad thing. Slow the game down a bit. It's too quick at the moment. Here's Saka. Come on, get a decent crossing. Cuts inside. Look at the start. I'm telling you, people. I keep saying it. I'm not going to say it too much, but come on, man. How many times are we going to see that delivery from Saka? Overhits it for a goal kick. It's poor. Lamine puts that delivery in for fun. Every game. He puts a great ball in that situation. In a tough game, they're half chances. When your winger gets out wide, you've got 3 or 4 players in the box and you think, okay, if you put a good ball in here, we got a chance. You're whacking it out for a goal kick. Villa on the attack. Good tackle, Jurrien Timber. Love that aggression. This way we got a break. Look, Odegaard needs a runner. Marino, you got to run. You're behind him. That's where you need Gyökeres. Open up. Have a pop. Have a pop, Saka. Saka! Oh, good save by Emi. Follow up. It's a chance. Come on, Odegaard, please. Oh, don't slow it down. Oh, ball whipped in. Header. Oh, he's missed it. I think he's offside. They're half chances, you know. Saka. It's a good strike. It's not far enough in the corner, but he hits it well. Does hit it well. I feel like Odegaard on that rebound should have, whipped it across to Marino. That's what I say about Odegaard. He could have played that across the box. Marino's in the box. He touches it and ends up going back out the area. Come on, Arsenal. We're growing into the game. Eze, come on. I can't have that jogging performance. Oi, Matty Cash, sit down. Eze, oi, I don't mind that, though. We need that little bit of magic. We're growing into the game. Come on. Get the ball wide. Let's go. You can feel we're awake. Give it him. Oh, unlucky Ben White. Come on, Odegaard. Don't back out. Saka. No, get up. Please tell me he's not injured. No, he's fine. Get up. Get up. Get up, man. Get up. Get up. If you're not injured, we ain't got time for that. Yeah, he's up. Come on. Yeah, you've seen it, innit? Odegaard, right foot across the area. Marino making the run. Instead, he controls it, comes out of the area, but... Was he offside with that header, Saka? I'm sure the linesman had his flag up. Well done, Timber, again. We've got to be careful. Yep, Timber's put him on the floor as well. The game's very open. The game's open. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Villa in possession. They crowd the midfield. They don't really play with wingers. They sold Diaby to Saudi and Leon Bailey got loaned out. Marlin's on the bench. So what they do, they get their width from the fullbacks. Now, where we can exploit that is Maatsen and Cash will push up. If we get the ball on the break, Saka and Eze can get out wide and hurt them. But we need to break quicker. 15 minutes gone. We've had a couple of half chances. Ball out wide to Maatsen. Good block. Well done, Declan Rice. Saka, hold him off. Move the ball. Well done. Marino, that's terrible, man. Come on. Poor touch. It's a hard game. The hold-up play's got to be better than that. Losers possession. I'm telling you, people say Marino, Gyökeres won't get back in the team. He'll be back in the team by Wednesday. Come on, Marino. See, the problem when Odegaard gets the ball here, he's got no one apart from Saka. Saka, get at him, man. You got space. Go on, take him on. What is that, Bukayo, man? You're just kicking the ball into him. I'm sorry, man. Nah, man. I don't care, man. Bro, you're 1v1 with the fullback there, yeah? Move him around first before you shoot. He's just cut inside and shot. He's a yard away from you, bro. Saka, to me, looks like he doesn't believe in himself as much. It's almost like he's playing knowing that his body is not feeling like it used to. He's 1v1 with the fullback there. Corner of the area. Square him up and then get the shot off. Or take him on. He's just touched it inside. Okay, he's in front of you, mate. He's just kicked it at him. What is that? What do you think Lamine Yamal's doing to him there, 1v1? He's dropping step overs. He's moved. That brother's going to have to start breakdancing to win the ball back. He's going to have to do all sorts to tackle him. He's going to move him everywhere. He's just gone, all right, mate, you've cut inside. All right, that was easy to block. Come on, man. Please, Bukayo. In a tough game, they're decent situations. 1v1 with a fullback, corner of the penalty area. Villa on the attack. Oh, Watkins, where's Ray? I thought Ray was going to come off his line. That's gone, ref. Yeah, goal kick to Arsenal. Got away with that. Watkins, mate. Listen, people saying he ain't Yamal, but we're about to give Saka 300 grand a week. And people are saying he's world class. So if you're world class, you're going to get 300 grand a week. I expect you as a winger in that situation to cause problems. Yeah, it probably should have been a corner, to be fair. It looked like it hit the Villa player last. Maybe he is, you know. I'll give him credit. Maybe when he runs, I've heard Daniel Sturridge say that before. Daniel Sturridge said when he tore his hamstring, when he used to run, it's like he didn't sprint at 100% because he was fearful that the hamstring was going to go again. I mean, other players have done it. Dembele's torn his hamstring before. He's come back and won the Ballon d'Or. Elise's torn his hamstring. Some players, they've come back and looked even better. Some players have looked not quite the same level. So I don't know. I'm not blaming Saka one bit for the hamstring injury. That's not his fault. But surely when you're 1v1, you've got to move a defender around before you hit the shot. The shot wasn't even on. Somebody else said that. I saw someone the other day saying Saka should play central. Play him like attacking midfield, but has he got that weight of pass? Has he got that 360 vision? It's difficult to play in that role. You've seen it with Ethan. A lot of the time when he plays there, he doesn't know what's going on around him. He loses the ball. I think Ethan looks better when he plays on the wing because you know you're 1v1. You know the touchline's there. Arsenal in possession, keeping the ball a bit, slowing the game down a little bit. Come on, Saka. We still believe in you, but we just need better. You know, you're meant to be the main man. We need more. They are pressing us all over. The thing is, you can't keep that up for 90 minutes. They will tire. They will tire. They can't keep doing that. Saka needs more guile. Yeah, that's what I want to see from him. A bit more touch, movement, a little skill, a little silk. You know what I mean? Little WD-40, man, needs to loosen up a little bit. Those hamstrings aren't working anymore, says Jan. Unreasonable says, Saka always kicking the ball into defenders' legs. Yeah. Here's Eze. Come on, Ebbs. Get moving. Good. He moved. Ebbs, that's not good. But at least you kept the ball. He fell over. I don't think Eze ever runs. I just don't think he does. It's not in his game. Everything is at a jogging pace. When it works, it looks amazing. When it doesn't, you think, come on, more intensity. Come on, Saka, man. A bit of silk. Drop a shoulder. Yeah, a little shimmy. A little something. That's it. Pass, give and go. Odegaard. Here we go. Saka. Here we go. He's put the flag up for offside, but there we go. Unlucky. That's better, Saka. Well done, Odegaard. Well done, Eze. Unlucky with the offside. That's better. See, a little shimmy. Please tell me the linesman's got it wrong. He's off. He's got it right. But that's what I'm talking about. That's what you've got to do. Half a yard offside there. That's it. You don't always have to take him on. Drop a shoulder, buy yourself half a yard. 1-2 with Odegaard, goal, bang. Pick your moments. That's more like it. No, I'll be honest with you, man. I don't. Slime said leave Saka alone. There isn't one player in the Arsenal team that is void of criticism, as long as it's constructive. None of them. I said this before. We ain't got Thierry Henrys and Bergkamps in our team. You know what I mean? Everybody, if they're not performing properly, will be constructively criticised. Oof. Ben White gets barged to the floor there by Rodgers. Wins a free kick. Rodgers wasn't happy, but Timber is in there defending him. Listen, I love Saka as a player, but I'm not going to ignore poor performances. DM said, I've torn both hammies playing semi-pro. Bro, it's never the same. Everything changes. Every run, turn, stretch, I've had to stop. Yeah, man. And listen, if you ain't getting the treatment he's getting as well, you know what I mean? It's going to be even more difficult. They're going to be getting specialist treatment. Tay Lord said, Big C, I'm a Villa fan. I knew Arsenal were going to bring their best, and they have so far. Big love, man. It's a tough game. It's in the balance, to be honest. Both teams look like they can be dangerous. Arsenal in possession. At least we're keeping the ball more now. You know? Saka's getting that Martinelli Odegaard downfall. I hope not. I hope not. Come on, we need movement. Arsenal in possession. We're growing into the game. That Villa press is calming down a little bit now. Over 5,000 of you watching. Great support. Here is Saka. Ben White on the overlap. Cuts inside. He loses it. You've got Ben White on the overlap. That's not a foul, ref. Well done. Watkins loses it. Timber wins it back. Timber's been good apart from the shoulder barge. Here's Saka. That's better. If he had now, loses it again. But I won't say anything because people in the chat think I'm annihilating him. No, I will say something. Keep the damn ball. Right, Eze, get wide. Get wide. Arsenal in possession. It's horrible, isn't it? Yeah, we're halves in the sunshine. You get that on FIFA, you're like, oh man, that bit's too bright. What did he give? Offside or a foul? I don't get what that was. Was Saka ever really sprinting past players? I just think he had that burst. He wasn't rapid, but he could give you that little 5-10 yards away from you, that little explosive run. Big up Michael, who says, still think Odegaard is a joke? No, I've never said he's a joke. I just think he needs to impact the games more. He's been all right so far. Wow. Bodied again, man. Matson, them man are teammates for Holland, Timber. You shouldn't be having that. You're older than him as well. Man's going to tell you on international duty, I sat you down. See, that's where Gabriel and them, man, you can never do that to them, man. He looked off balance, didn't he? You know when a man's shoulder barging you when you're not expecting it, your balance is off. Corner to Villa. Corner to the Villa. I want to see Raya collect some of these crosses, take the pressure off. I feel like we have to always win the header. I want to see him catch the ball sometimes. There we go. Poor corner, header, volleyed away by Rice. Can someone explain why Saka deserves the bag? Says White Glove. Listen, based off what he's done in the past, of course Arsenal are going to give him a new deal and it's going to be big money. But you have to keep justifying that, you know. Aubameyang got ripped apart, you know, when he signed for 300k and his performances dropped. Same with Mesut Ozil. You know, 300 grand, you're supposed to be the best player. I swear, Eze slipped over about 3 times. I mean, he won a free kick for that one, but he has slipped over a couple of times. It's been a decent game. We've had a couple half chances. Villa have had the biggest chance of the game. Watkins should have scored. We've had a couple of long shots and we've had a goal disallowed. I think Gyökeres second half will be needed. We need somebody up against their centre-backs. Eze on the left ain't it, man. I said that before as well. Do you know what I mean? He ain't a winger. If you're playing Eze on the left, you need him to have that freedom to drift inside. Play almost like left attacking midfield. But if you got him hugging the touchline as a winger, he's going to struggle. You watch him when he was at Palace. Mitchell would hug the touchline and Eze would drift into the middle. But because Calafiori inverts, your left winger's got to play wide for Arsenal, which is difficult. It's hard to play left wing for Arsenal. I've always said that. If you're a left winger, you want the left back overlapping you and making runs. You don't want your left back inverting. But also, he's got to get on the ball. Definitely got to get on the ball as well. I think the subs will have a big impact on this game for us, and that's the positive. You know, we've got Gyökeres, Trossard, Nwaneri, Martinelli, Noni Madueke. We've got firepower there. I can't believe Jadon Sancho's on the bench for them. I actually forgot he plays for Villa. Here's Saka, gives it away. Honestly, man, look at the state of Saka's performance, man. I'm sorry. So casual. Villa on the attack, ball whipped in. Back post, Matty Cash. Great block. Declan Rice. Them ones hurt. I'm telling you, people, you're going to get along with my way of thinking. At the start, you think he's being too harsh on Saka. That pass nearly cost us a goal. You would be ripping other players apart. That is not good enough. Simple ball, 10 yards across, and you've given it away, and now it's a corner to Villa. Look what Declan Rice is doing there, having to block that. I'd take Saka off second half if he keeps playing like this. Bring Noni on. Because 1v1s, at least he's going to take people on. Too comfortable for me. Listen, the injury is definitely a big deal, but the injury doesn't excuse you giving a 10-yard pass away. That's just you're too relaxed. You know your place is guaranteed. You're about to sign for 300 grand a week. You've got to do better. Ball whipped in. It's high. Raya wins a free kick. Bring on Noni. That didn't even look like a foul. Odegaard always apologising to anyone making a run. Yeah, because he knows he ain't going to give him the ball. No, I know that pillar foot is a joke. His only good play was offside, says Philly. Random clip said, I feel like higher pay should come if you win us something. Should be a reward for a successful season. Encourage players to want more. Yeah, I get that. Unknown C said, big up Curtis in the community. Been a minute. Hope everyone's doing well. Just tuning in. How are we doing? We're doing all right, but we need to create more chances. Jan says, bring in Noni. I'm done with this guy. I'm not done with him, but we need to see more. And Cave said we should give him max what Havertz earns. Yeah, he's definitely got to do more for 300k, that's for sure. And Arna gives away a free kick. Yeah, Eze. Listen, our whole attack's not got going yet, to be fair. Our whole attack hasn't really grown into the game yet. The problem with Noni can get past fullbacks, but the end product's not great. Yeah, the new YouTube format's crazy, man. I'm having to guess who it is, try and go off the profile picture. It's mad. Big up everyone locked in, over 5,000 locked in. Arsenal in possession, given away by Eze. They win the ball back, though. Come on. We need to step up. Rice is asking for movement. Here's Odegaard. Keep the ball a little bit. Keep the ball. The ref's given us quite a few little soft free kicks, to be fair. He's given us another one. They're fuming. He's giving us loads of free kicks. It's a tough game. The thing is, Villa aren't giving us a lot of space to play. Eze has not been good at all. He's not a left winger. I said it before. You ain't going to see anywhere near the best of Eze on the left. He ain't a winger. Free kick to Arsenal on the halfway line. Both Saka and Odegaard are letting this team down. Poor body language and decision making. Maybe we're growing past them like Zinni and Jesus. I think just collectively our attack has to improve. We're not creating a lot. If you take Saka off, we lose 3-0. I'm not convinced that definitely happens. We took him off against Bayern and we won. Fullbacks are staying quite deep today, and maybe it's a ploy to just give us more. Maybe it's a ploy to not put so much pressure on the wingers because they're not getting forward as much. Yeah, Marino's dropping deep, so we can't get him in the game much either. Salman said, you have to run too much on the wing. You can jog if you are smart in the middle. Seedorf used to do the same. Seedorf was unreal, wasn't he? I used to love Clarence Seedorf. What a player. Arsenal in possession. 33 minutes gone. Timber hooks it up. Free header for Onana. It's a dangerous looking ball. Timber, is he going to get there? Watkins made some good runs off his shoulder, man. Good block by Timber. Throw into Aston Villa. Marino's just not in the game. We haven't created anything since them first couple of chances. Look, there we go. Marino on the floor. You knew that was coming. Referee tells him to get up. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. If you're hurt, no problem. I'll defend you. But when you're getting straight off the floor, it's an embarrassment. Be strong, bro. This ain't La Liga. If you're going to play up front, you got. I'm telling you, Marino ain't small. He must be 6 foot. He literally rolled up, and then the ref says, get up, and he gets up straight away. So there's nothing wrong with it. Arteta should tell him to stop doing that. Declan Rice goes for a long diag, looking for Ben White. Headed away. Brilliant play there by Zubimendi. Does really well there, Zubimendi. Can Arsenal build something out of this? Odegaard chips it into the back post, looking for Calafiori. Volleyed into the area. It's headed away. And he gives away a free kick, Eze. Eze's been poor as well. If you're going to play Eze left wing, you might as well bench him. I'm telling you now. You playing Eze in this role, it ain't happening. Ain't happening. You might as well start Trossard. He's done nothing. Marino, nothing. Our attack hasn't done anything, to be honest. Zubi did really well there. He wriggled his way around Onana there. Eze's now playing left back, yeah. Big up to everyone locked in. Big up Premsy in the chat, man. Hope you're well, bro. Come on. Is Marino loses it again. Get him off, man. Get Gyökeres on. We said there'll be a day where Marino, he looks like a centre midfielder playing up front. And today, he looks like a centre midfielder playing up front. Here come Villa on the attack. Rodgers, great footwork. Clipped into the area. Comes out to Cash. They've forced him backwards. I'd bring Gyökeres on at half time, I'll be honest. Marino's 6'2", is he? I know he contributes to goals and playing out of position. I understand the sentiment, but come on. Yeah, Marino today up front, it ain't happening. Ball whipped in, flicked onto the back post. Matty Cash, 1-0 to Aston Villa. 1-0 to Aston Villa. It's been coming, people. Unfortunately, Eze switches off at the back post. That's what happens when your left winger's playing left back. 1-0 to Villa. It ain't quite working out, people. Aston Villa 1, Arsenal 0. Matty Cash through the legs of David Raya. Eze switches off at the back post. And Arsenal are behind. And they've been the better team. You've checked your shoulder. You've checked. You're looking at him. You're looking at him, Ebbs. Why don't you get closer? Get closer to him. I think Timber's playing him on. Eze, you're asleep. You're asleep, mate. You've reacted too late. Raya, it's gone through his legs. It's a terrible goal, man. Eze at left back. Gone. He's half asleep. Great finish. Their right back looks more attacking than our left winger. Doing the golf celebration on us. They look better than us. As they asleep on the cross. Let's see what you're about, Arsenal. Now we'll see what we're about, people. I'm not even like angry and shouting. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Every time our players, man, a lot of these guys are not up for the fight. When it gets physical, Sunderland, Chelsea, Villa, we're found wanting. That's the blueprint to beat Arsenal. Be aggressive, go and press them, ask questions of them, and we struggle. The only physical game that we really managed to deal with was Newcastle. And even that, it took a last-minute winner. Look at that ball. Look at that. We're playing long ball. This manager better make changes at half-time. If you're going to play as a left wing, take him off. Look, bullied. Get up! Oh! Oh! Oh, I thought he was in. Calafiori there, bullied. Saka, you've been absolutely woeful, mate. This might be the worst 45 minutes I've seen from Saka. Look at Morgan Rogers when he's up against players. Wins a corner, look. Rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Rogers up against two players. Bam, bam, bam. Footwork wins a corner. When our wingers are on it, they're kicking it against defenders. Go get Morgan Rogers in the summer. He's a top player. He walks into this team. Corner to Villa. We cannot concede a second or we're cooked. Oh, Emery will be loving life. Alfred said, as much as Marino's been scoring, we need Gyökeres in a game against a team like Villa, somebody who can play and give and go in behind the wingers and pace, yeah. For Eze not doing anything. No. No. Our whole attack, mate, non-existent. Marino, Eze, Saka, Odegaard. Odegaard started off all right. He's disappeared now, and the other three have done absolutely nothing. RTF, they tell me Arteta is better than Unai. Villa have spent a fraction of Arsenal. Unai's a better manager than Arteta, bro. He's won 4 Europa Leagues. Come on. Fredo said, Gyökeres has to be starting. Don't let the Marino gimmick deceive you. I told you. Yeah. MSN, Arteta has his favourites. Marino is never a better striker than Gyökeres. Arteta, the clown, will cost us the title. If I see Marino on the floor again, I will lose it. Says DM. And Jan said, another excellent performance. Lacking balls, hunger, fight, desire, and heart. Tactically, we are inept, stubborn approach. Saka, Odegaard, Eze, Marino. Disgrace. And Embry said, players' favouritism will hurt Arteta this season. Why is Odegaard walking straight into the team and Gyökeres isn't? What's Marino done in this game? Gyökeres, our striker, play him. And mate, I've said it all week. And listen, by the way, Eze's having a stinker today. Well, my argument was, how is Odegaard getting him straight out of the team and forcing him to the left. But to be fair, the whole attack's not playing. Saka. Come on. Oh, Deckers! That's better from Saka. Oh, it's Ben White, sorry. Half a chance. Our attacking IQ is very basic, yeah. It is. It is, Raz. Said it all along, the away games, the tough away games. We've struggled. We're brilliant at home. This is the wrong team. This was the wrong team. I said yesterday, Eze should play 10 or don't play him. He's not a winger. Not in this system. Here's Saka. Come on. We need something. 3 minutes till half time. There's no movement. We're standing. Villa's whole... Look at their back line in a straight line. There's no movement. Come on. Marino finds Eze. You got to pick someone out. Do something, man. Deckers. Delivers. Yup. Oh, headed away. Are we going to react? How's he just turning like that and clearing it? We don't look up for it. I'm sorry. Some of our players don't. They're not up for the scrap. You don't just win a Premier League playing pretty football. You've got to battle sometimes, man. Wake up. You lot are trying to win a league. Every minute Arsenal players on the floor looking for free kicks. Well done, Declan Rice. Come on, Deckers. Come on, Deckers. Deckers. The shot's weak. These men are not up for the fight, man. I'm telling you. Too many soft players begging free kicks. It's soft. McGinn whips it out wide. These men are on us, by the way, when they attack. Watch Rodgers now. Wins a... Well done, Ben White. That's good defending. This manager better make changes at half time. Do not watch another 45 of this. That's got to be a yellow card, ref. He's rugby tackled him. Get up, Saka, man. Come on. You're not hurt. Get off the floor. I don't know how the ref ain't booked him for that. Manager picked the wrong team, bro. I'm telling you, the setup is not right. Eze hugging the touchline. These men think he's Mark Overmars. He's strolling around the pitch. Look at the state of our attack. Come on, Calafiori. Poor pass. Look at the intensity levels of Villa. This is disgraceful. This is disgraceful. Ollie Watkins up against Ben White. Look how Nkapia, sorry, he's isolated. Watkins pulls it across. Odegaard blocks it. Look at our counter-attacking speed. Look at this. Who's he meant to pass the ball to? We've got no one up front. Where's Marino? Look at Odegaard, man. That ain't my captain. Soft and weak. Yammed him up. I told this man's going to get yammed up. The team selection was wrong. This ain't the type of game for Odegaard, bro. And Eze on the left, stop wasting your time with that as well. And get Marino off. Villa on the attack. Look at Rodgers. Look at Rodgers. Why aren't our players doing this? Look at the state of us. He took on about 3 of us, goes out for a goal kick. Sign Morgan Rodgers at the end of the game. Just drop off a couple players, say, hold him and take that. Look at the difference. Look at the intensity levels in his game, bro. That is a big upgrade on Odegaard. Look, half time. Disgraceful first 45 minutes. These men ain't winning a league title playing football like this. They're soft. This manager is obsessed with favourites. Awful 45 minutes, people. Ah, my days. It's the manager. It's the manager. I'm telling you now, it's the manager. Favoritism, and the team is a reflection. When you've got a manager that continues to make excuses, your team start buying into it. It's like having a spoilt kid, and every time they get in trouble at school, you go, oh, it's not your fault, it's those horrible teachers. When you start saying that to kids, that it makes them think they can't do anything wrong, and that's the problem with this team. Yeah. Oh, guys, we play every 3 days, guys. Oh, yeah, there's the excuse. We're playing too much football. Oh, injuries, guys. All you've seen today from Villa is intensity, aggression, and spirit and determination. Morgan Rogers looks better than our whole attack put together. Not because he's Ronaldinho, just because he's pressing, he's lively, he's using skill, he runs at you. I know we've got defenders missing today, so I understand the defence looking a little bit disjointed. But people are telling me that's our first choice midfield. 2 of our front 3 starters are there. You're only missing Gyökeres. So the majority of our attack is on the pitch. We cannot attack. We have a creativity issue when we are away from home. We did a predicted 11 yesterday, and I said, if he picks Odegaard in the 10 ahead of Eze, we're going to have problems. We're going to have problems, because now what you're doing, you're putting Odegaard in the creative role, and he's not getting on the ball enough. You've seen him getting bullied to the floor at the end. He actually started the game okay. You've put Eze on the left. Eze's having an absolute stinker on the left. Stinker on the left. But he ain't a left winger. He's defending Matty Cash for the goal. He's at left back. He's gone to sleep, switched off. You don't want him there, though, do you? In that position. So he's going to get dragged. Eze's going to get dragged for Trossard, and we're going to go, yeah, he's been awful. There's people online probably saying, oh, Eze's rubbish. But you're playing him in the wrong position. Do you know what I mean? You don't buy a bike and take it in the ocean. You know what I mean? You put it on concrete and pedal it. We buy left wing. We buy attacking midfielders and put them left back, so the left back can invert. Makes no sense. Saka's been awful. Saka's been awful. He's playing in his right position. He's going to get 300 grand a week. He's supposed to be our best player. Giving the ball away, casual. Marino up front, non-existent. Not a striker. Get him off at half time. Yeah, you've had a nice run up front. It's over today, mate. Gyökeres, get on the pitch. Broken finger or not, get Gyökeres on at half time. Awful, awful. We deserve to be losing. Bring on Gyökeres. Ah. Anyway, what do you guys make of it? Saka's been all right. I don't know what game you're watching. He put one good cross in when White had the shot. Apart from that, he's been awful. Eze is a £50 million player. He should be able to do something on his own. He's awful. Saka is the worst player on the pitch. Our attack is totally cooked. Trossard, Gyökeres on for Odegaard and Marino. I agree with that. Unreasonable. Why not cross a ball when we have Marino? To be fair, Marino's hardly in the box, but yeah, you're true. Alfred, Arteta's fault. The team was doing well with Odegaard out. Now he's forced him in. Been saying it all year. Noni's end product stinks, but he will create more for the team in the long run over Saka. Siggy said if the manager is so obsessed with shoehorning Odegaard in the 11, he should have played him left wing instead of Eze. Nito said we're getting absolutely bullied. Pathetic. AMSN, I said we should start Gyökeres. Arteta is a clown. Youssef, Saka is rubbish. Marino is soft. And O. Ghost. Chevy said, here comes the rant about Mikel. Time to have a cry. No crying, mate. Just reality. Maybe you're crying because you don't think the manager should be criticised for the wrong team selection. So take it how you want to take it. Muddy, the manager with the toughest away ground in the league without a 2 centre-backs. Man said the manager. What, is Villa harder than Anfield under normal circumstances? You do remember we beat Villa last season at their ground. When's the last time we beat Man City or Liverpool at Anfield? You're acting like Aston Villa are world beaters. Do you know what I mean? What are we doing here? They're in a good run of form, yes, but it's Aston Villa. They were 2-0 down against Brighton in the week. They've lost to Palace. They didn't score in their first 4 games. What are we? Are we saying that Villa are Real Madrid or something? Farhan, we're losing this game. The sooner we accept it, the better. Arsenal edit. Saka's the only one trying. Needs to try a bit harder. Why always me? Trossard, Gyökeres, Madueke and Nwaneri should be on. I'd have all 4 of them on at half time. Meza Eze. I mean, Gunman Khan, people saying take off Marino for Gyökeres as if they aren't exactly the same player except Marino scores. I disagree with that. Gyökeres is a totally different player to Marino. Marino drops deep. Gyökeres makes runs in behind. Elton said Villa is not that good. Oda light and Eze worst performance. Marino absent. We need Glock 9 Martinelli on and we win this game. Their defence is ish. Marino probably needs a rest. Played a lot. Well, he spent most of the game on the floor having a rest. Brio Marino is a breakdancer, always doing the worm. New YG said Odegaard is a light version of Ozil. Manny said Marino has been 0 out of 10. Richard, don't want to hear nothing about injuries. Our defence is worth 200 million, no excuses. Arteta went out for a draw. 100% he went for a draw. Bailey said, I had a coffee to stay up for this and Arsenal sending me to sleep. Love from Sydney, Australia. Currently 12:23 a.m. More than a 9, guys. More than a 9. And Addy said, Big C, you always say we're better than these teams, yet we keep drawing. Don't think we might be overrated and not as good as we think. Maybe. But I expected us to beat them. We haven't played well. If we'd played well and Villa were beating us, I'd say we're not as good as we think. But we actually haven't played well. We don't look up for the fight. White glove, people say Noni no end product, but quiet about Saka. Well, you've heard me. Bleck said these are the games that show us who these players are, including the man in charge. Arteta to win this game. We're going to need a moment of brilliance. And Young Gunner, why do we play slow? It's the players and the manager. Ah. We're going to find out a lot about this football team in the next 45 minutes. A lot. Richard said, come on, Villa. Ben White's quaking in his boots. Gunman Khan, you can say that, but can you guarantee Gyökeres scores more? No, I can't. No, nobody can guarantee it, but in a game like today, where people are getting the ball, they're looking up. Oh, where's my striker? Oh, he's next to me. That's not what you need. The centre-backs are having the easiest game of their lives for Villa. Rand said yesterday, we're messing up. No way we win this. Muddy said, yeah, this year Villa is the toughest away ground in the Prem. Haven't conceded in 500 hours. I'm not sure about, is it 500 hours? Saka stays on side. We're 1-0 up. You man are too emotional. Maybe you're not emotional enough. And Farhan said, getting up at 6 in the morning for ish like this. I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Have Aston Villa turned into prime Real Madrid? They're in good form, yes. We're above them in the table. So let's have a look. You just said Villa haven't conceded there in 500 hours. 500 hours is a long time, by the way. You know, are you sure about that? So let's fact check it. Villa at home. They conceded against Young Boys in the Europa League on the 27th of November. So that 500 hours has gone out the window. And then they conceded against Burnley in a 2-1 victory in October. So I think that 500 hours is a myth. We haven't looked good since Chelsea. Suddenly a loss puts Villa, City and Chelsea in sniffing distance. They're definitely sniffing, bro. A comeback win is possible, could have been avoided. Do you guys think that Arsenal are going to come back in this game? And if so, how do we get back in the game? I think he meant 500 minutes, to be fair to him. But because he was trying to fact check me, I'm going off what he said. He said 500 hours. More than 500 hours, guys. More than 500 hours. You've got to play. It's Eze or Odegaard, not both. You cannot play both guys. But I'm going to stay calm. I'm going to stay calm. Do you think he'll make changes at half time? I don't. I bet the same team comes out. I bet money on it. But yeah, listen, you guys, I appreciate your support anyway. 7,200 of you locked in. Big up the Twitch cam. We should be on 3,000 likes. Although I don't like what I'm watching. 1.7k. 1.7k likes so far, people. Yeah. We spoke about it yesterday. And the team selection was always going to cause a problem. And it has. We're going to know if Lego Head can put his ego aside, said Elton. Alfred, playing slow is not the players. What are people talking about? Watch Eze at Palace, watch Saka under Unai, watch Glock 9 at Sporting, all play fast. I hear that. That is the system. Remember when you said you'd rather face PSG than Villa? I don't know if I said that, you know. I'm sure I said I'd rather play Villa. Anyway, they had Rashford. He's unbelievable. No, really, he's not unbelievable, but you know I'm a Rashford fan. Hoy, I'll take a 1-1 playing like this. We'll be lucky. Avery, Arteta can find the solutions. We need to take off Zubi and Marino. Put on Gyökeres and Nelly, move Odegaard right. I don't think he would do that. He won't take Zubi off. Guzman said, your head loss is excessive. I'm not losing my head at all. You end up apologising in the extreme. We've created opportunities. We're 18 games unbeaten. We'll be okay. I mean, I won't apologise because I haven't said anything untoward, by the way. So there won't be no apology. We're 18 games unbeaten, but if you end up drawing multiple games, as we learnt last year, we lost the same amount as Liverpool, who won the league, but we drew more. Draws can cost you league titles. So draws are not victories. Who's winning the F1? Bro, do you know, I'll be honest, I don't even really watch F1. Muddy said, the point is, Villa in their current context was always going to be tough. I agree with you, Muddy, by the way. That's why they beat City there. Add in the fact we have a makeshift defence. Let's use our heads, have some grace. As I say, Muddy, I've got grace for the defence. What is the excuse for our attack? What's the excuse when Saka's giving the ball away? When Odegaard's taking too long, getting barged to the floor. When Marino's rolling around, begging free kicks, then getting up. When Eze's strolling around the pitch. That has got nothing to do with the defence. Your point is correct, you know. We're both saying truths. But Trossard's on. Wow. I bet he takes Eze off. Gyökeres on. I bet you any money he takes off Marino and Eze. He will not take off Odegaard. And Eze's been awful. At least for once, the guys recognised that we were awful. Why does Odegaard walk into the team? We're better without him. Facts, you can guarantee Glock 9 can outperform Marino. You and the rest of the chat voted for him. Richard said, it's Richie, old Yo, big up Rich, man. Big up, bro. I'll message you back, man. Siggy said, one of my many issues is he doesn't alter his lineup. And Zamir, take Marino and Odegaard off. Let's see who's come off. It'll be Eze, 100%. Trossard and Gyökeres on. Eze and Marino off. Eze and Marino off. Eze was having a stinker, but you're not playing him in the right position. But the only thing I will say, Odegaard might look better with Gyökeres making runs. Big up new YG, new member. And Farhan said, apart from Rice and Timber, the rest can F off. Wow. Interesting stuff, people. Eze, yeah, he was poor, but he shouldn't be there. But anyway, come on, let's just focus. Muddy said Eze cost us the goal. End of. Always love, man. Listen, I've got no problem with people debating. This is the whole point of football. You know what I mean? I don't want anybody to think this is an echo chamber and you've all got to say what I think. I like the back and forth. As long as it's respectful, I respect it. Let's focus. We need a big 45 minutes. Villa get us underway. Arsenal need to show something. Trossard is on and Gyökeres is on. We've got to get higher up the pitch. We need an early goal. Big up SC Gooner, who's gifted 5 memberships to the community. Always supporting. Big up, man. Big up to you and big up everyone locked in. What's the like count, people? What is the like count? We're on 2,100. Big up. Let's get them up to 3,000. Big 45 minutes for Arsenal. Free kick. Come on. Let's keep the energy up. Any meltdowns, any discussion, we'll save it for after the game. Eze cost us the goal position isn't an excuse. It isn't. You switched off. I agree with that. Siggy said Eze was set up for failure. If you can put Partey at right back, you can put Odegaard left wing. He was always going to sacrifice Eze for Odegaard. That's the situation. Here's Saka. Come on. You're 1v1. Here we go. A step over. There we go. Headed away. It's up in the air. It's a corner. That's better from Saka. Come on. Whatever we think, we need energy for this 45 minutes. Afterwards, we'll start, discussing what did or didn't work. You know what I mean? Let's deal with the game in isolation. Corner to Arsenal. We need an early goal. Come on. Set piece FC. Can it save us? We need a decent ball from Saka. Marino dragged at half time. That was the right decision. Come on, Saka. We need a peach. Keep it away from Emi. It's not bad. It's headed away. Odegaard heads it back to him. Just give him the ball. Deliver, Odegaard. Deliver. It's high. Emi comes for it. Trossard shoot. Saved by Martinez. Wasn't a good angle to shoot. And it's caught by the goalkeeper. We need an early goal. The amount of players that are thrown under the bus by this manager. Yeah, we knew it, man. We knew it. I'm never surprised, but these guys need to show up for him. Here's Trossard. Finds Victor Gyökeres. You'd rather he was in the box. Come on, do something. Gyökeres, Trossard. Gyökeres can't get a shot off. He's surrounded by players. Come on. Decent start. Let's go. We need to create chances. This goalkeeper needs to be we need shots on target. Stop making Eze excuses. He played 10 last week, was arguably he was terrible. He's been crap since Spurs. Well, no, Bayern Munich he had a very good game. And when's the last time Odegaard had a really good game? Here's Saka. Drifts inside. Good strength. Really good strength. Come on, Odegaard, we need you today, man. Games like this define your season, right? Odegaard looking for Trossard. Throw into Arsenal, right in the corner, long throw-in. Come on. I blame Calafiori for being out of position and ball watching. He dragged Eze back, didn't he? But Eze should have, he looked, he actually saw him. But here we go, long throw-in. We've started brightly. Let's be positive for the rest of the game. After the game, we'll have meltdowns if this doesn't work out. This needs to be a 2-1 victory. Long throw-in for Arsenal. It's not exactly a long throw, is it, Calafiori? You don't even get it past the first defender. Gabriel's injury dropped us down a level. Arsenal in possession. Saka, 1v1 again with a fullback, although Anana's come over. Ben White on the overlap. You're going to lose the ball. He does lose the ball, Saka. Got to make your mind up quicker than that, man. Odegaard wins it back. Well done. Come on. We're on to them. We got to score. We need an early goal. Saka drifts inside. Ref, come on. They do get away with a lot of fouls on Saka. I'll give them that. People, I know we're all annoyed, but for the game, let's stay positive. Here's Odegaard. Whips it in. That's not bad. Trossard, come on. Trossard puts it wide. That's a chance. That is a chance, Leandro, man. I mean, listen, the technique's hard. Left foot volley. He's onside as well. Oh, he catches it good as well. Man, that's half a chance. It's difficult. First time volley, left foot. Good ball by Odegaard. The keeper stood still. He wouldn't have got there, man. Come on. 5 minutes gone. We've started a lot better. We're playing like us now, Farhan. You're right. I told you, man, all that Villa unbeaten, bro. We can beat them. We're better than them. We just got to step up, be physical, be positive. Keep going. And what we can't do is concede another goal. You know, we've got to keep a clean sheet in this half. And we've started well. Arsenal in possession. Flicked on by Calafiori. Headed away. Calafiori gets so high up the pitch. Villa have possession. Here's Anana driving through the middle. Plays it out wide. Ben White, you're a bit narrow there. Maatsen gets there. We've started lively. If we can score in the next, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, we need like that last 20 minutes to get the winner. Muddy said, also, I know everyone's saying attack should still bang regardless of defence, but Gabby and Saliba sustain our attacks by winning their duels, yeah. And we're not winning the ball as much. You are right. You are right. Saka wins it back. Here come Arsenal, Martin Odegaard. Saka on the overlap. Saka to the byline. And yeah! Leandro Trossard with the equaliser. Come on! Let's go! Trossard equalisers. Vamos! Yes! I told you Villa aren't that good. Let's go! 1-1. Yes! Lovely move. Saka with the cross. I think somebody missed the first chance. Emi Martinez actually gets a touch on it and rolls it into the path of Trossard. It was Gyökeres who was waiting. Come on! Emi with the assist. And Trossard scores at the back post. Let's go. We're back, people. Well done, Arteta, man. Real talk. Great sub. Let's go and beat them now. Come on. Yeah, the goal banner was back, people. Come on! Will Saka get the assist for that? Or because the goalkeeper saved it, will it be considered like a shot? And yeah, on the Sky app, it's showing us no assist. But yes, come on, boys, we're back. Trossard within 7 minutes. We're on him again. Odegaard in possession. Gets out wide to Trossard. We're all over him. Go on, Leandro. Gyökeres winner. Trossard whips it in. Oh, it's a poor cross. Goes out for a throw-in. Come on! Come on, Arsenal! Hey, Trossard, man, that Kung Fu Panda's coming in clutch this season. He must have stopped drinking, people. Real talk. No more Stella. Trossard runs the show, said Rish. Mohammed said, do you think not having two centre-backs we used to affects how we attack? Focus too much helping the replacements? Maybe. I'm 45 seconds behind. How? I don't know how. I'm watching it live on TNT Sports. I can't do much more. But maybe you're getting it first. Chevy said, oh, no. It's well done, Arteta. Yeah, thanks for the super chat, mate. You can do one. If I smash your window and then fix it, are you going to say well done to me? Oh, by the way, Ollie Watkins up against Ben White. Twist in, turn in, good block. People act like when somebody does something wrong, you can't criticise them. And when they do something right, you can't praise them. Is that not how football works? Get this guy out of here, man. Hey, Mr. Lee, the difference is the press, what Gyökeres and Odegaard together. Yes. Makes a big difference having a striker. Here come Villa on the attacks. Oh, what a ball. Rodgers, he nutmegs Timber. Great clearance. Rodgers a joke. Look at him. Look how quick he twists and turns. Timber, you fouled him. Yeah, you've kicked him. You're annoyed because he megged you and you fouled him. Don't do that, man. Guy's a baller, man. Rice won the ball back. Credit to him, yeah. Hybrids are big up. Community trust, or just we better not bottle it. Yeah, you're right. You are right. Keep the positivity going. We need the win, but we got to defend. We need a clean sheet in this half. Trossard's better than the whole attack. Rodgers, wow, Arsenal should sign him. He's too good for Villa. No disrespect to Villa, but he's too good. People keep saying that I'm slightly behind. I genuinely don't know how. I'm watching it on TNT Sports. Not even... How can I be behind? I don't get it. Ball whipped in, headed away. The gormless, hapless face on Emery looks familiar. They're still in the game, though, man. I'll be real. Great ball into Matty Cash. Oh, he shanks the cross, puts it out for a goal kick. Would you take a draw now? No. No, 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 no. I wouldn't. I would not. I did rewind earlier, but now I'm up to date. Yeah, I rewind earlier when I was looking at that McGinn challenge. Here is Real. When we play at a quicker tempo, we're a much better team. More incisive, quicker. You can see we're better. Come on. Plenty of time to get the winner. Gyökeres winner pending. Get up, Anana, man. Well done, ref. I actually think this ref's managed the game well. And I don't say that often. We never lost a game when Trossard scores. That's an unreal record. Big up Mohammed. Mind Alberta, extend this man's contract immediately. Baller. Do you guys think we need more changes? Would you bring anybody else on? I'm thinking Noni, Martinelli, you got Waneri. Would you make any more changes, or are you happy with the team that's on now? Here's Saka. Is it over the top? No, doesn't reach. Villa have the ball back. Not a great ball. Not a great ball. I would still consider bringing Noni on, to be honest. Just for that pace, but not yet. Because we've just equalised, I'll wait. Give it 10 minutes. And Saka did sort of get an assist. I don't know if he's been awarded the assist, though. I don't think he has. Because it was Emmy's palmed it out to Trossard, so I don't think he got an assist for it. But maybe leave it for 10-15. I know a lot of people in the chat saying Rice looks tired, but I think he's got to play 90. I think he's got to play the whole 90, and then you say, look, have some time off. Roger's been the best player on the pitch. He's balling every time he gets the ball. Good tackle, Calafiori. Villa still in possession. Good block by Trossard. Matty Cash on this right-hand side. Farhan said, I'll take a draw, bro. This is a tricky one. I predicted 2-1. I ain't leaving without it. We're getting that 2-1 win, trust me. Here's Matson. Big up Kalen, who said, I just want an attacking player that runs at their man. That's schoolboy stuff. None of our players do it except Martinelli, who runs into the man. Get Liao, man. I ain't taking a draw. It's 1-1. Another nutmeg, man. These man moved the ball well, Villa. Hey, react, boys. Anana, edge of the box. Out wide. McGinn. Good block by Trossard. Still got the ball. Matty Cash. Why has he got two players? Who's helping him? He's got no help. Whipped across. Oh, Gyökeres has sliced it out for a corner. Oh, no, it went out for a throw. Why is Trossard 2 against 1 there at left back? I told you, left wing for Arsenal is a crazy shift. They're just passing the ball to each other, and Trossard's trying to close them both down. Madness. It does feel like we've retreated, don't it? We were dominating. Maybe Villa have just woke up a little bit and said, you know, we're going to attack again, but we were dominating. Gyökeres is actually, he's next to our goalkeeper marking someone. Get rid of that. Rice flicks it on. Matson on the volley, puts it over. Yeah, we've dropped off a little bit since the goal. I want us to stay positive, stay looking for the winner. A goal kick. Who's that? Raul. What's Raul doing there? Is he working with Villa? I wonder, why is Raul at the game? Maybe just, you've only come to see the Arsenal. We're falling off again. Giving the ball away. Good tackle. Watkins in a dangerous position there. Trossard gives it away. See Odegaard there when he goes to press. Why? Look at, you're standing off him. Put a challenge in. Once you, people say Odegaard presses well. Once you get there, though, you've got to challenge and try and win it. Raul is a real legend of a player. Come on, Saka. Come on, Saka. That's our ball ref. Behave. Throw into Villa. Down by their own corner flag. 61 minutes gone, people. The game is there to be won. The problem is the game is there to be won for both teams. Both teams look like they can win it. We come out flying for that first 15 minutes. We've then scored. We've dropped off a little bit again. Need to get back to what we were doing. If I'm Man City, if I'm Arsenal, if I'm Liverpool, if I'm any of those clubs, I am looking at Morgan Rogers in the summer. He is an absolute baller. He's been the best player on the pitch today. I've seen him nutmeg timber, twisting up players. The guy's an absolute baller. He plays high intensity as well. You know, even if you look at England, Tuchel has actually played him over Bellingham at times in that 10 role because of how hard he works. Timber has done well there against Watkins, done really well. Come on, Arsenal. Let's win this game. 28 minutes to go, plus time added on. I still think maybe one more substitution. Maybe even 2. Just to give us that bit more energy. But at the moment, maybe leave it as it is because we have scored. Throw into Arsenal. Over 6,000 in the chat. Daniel Marlin coming on for Villa. So that will give them some width. Morgan Rogers, yeah, City Academy product. Ball given away. What a tackle that is. Oh, my days. Who gave that ball away? Who actually gave that away? I didn't even see it. Calafiori. Odegaard. It's Calafiori's fault. It's Calafiori stitched him. You knew his tackle was going to be weak as anything, though, but it's Calafiori's fault. Got away with it. What a recovery tackle. Gyökeres pulls it back. Ball whipped in. Oh, Gyökeres, you've actually got to make the area, though. Trossard. Good footwork. 2v1. He needs help. Give him help. Does well to retain possession. Does really well. Come on. Come on. Tries to play a through ball. Come on, Odegaard. Look. Put a challenge in. Rodgers. I don't think he's given the ball away the whole game. 1v1 with Watkins. He's great save, David Raya. Honestly, this game's too open. It's too open. It's like a basketball game. Whew. End-to-end stuff. Odegaard in possession. Finds Trossard. We need support for Gyökeres. Wow, this game's crazy. Yeah, again, he's a player that you would have known from Manchester City as well, Arteta, when he was coaching. Rodgers was there. That Man City academy over the last few years has produced some crazy players, man. Foden, Palmer, Rodgers, Pedro Porro, Douglas Luiz, man. They've produced some ballers. There's Saka. Finds Ben White. Odegaard. Back to Saka. That little triangle, man. I remember that triangle over the last couple of years. Odegaard, come on. That's a great ball. Was he onside? He's offside. I thought so. Good run, though. I don't mind that pass either. Good run, but he's offside. And a bit of snot out of Odegaard's nose at the end. Was he offside? Yeah. Trossard. Nice run, though. Watkins, he's a decent Premier League striker, but I didn't want us to sign him when we were linked with him. Yeah, Calafiori, what a terrible... To be fair, that's Nkapie who blocks it. Great block by Nkapie, man. He's good, man. He's been good today as well. Yeah, he did. Aye. This game, I do not think this game will end 1-1. There is goals in this. Delap, Gittins and Frimpong came through at Man City as well, yeah. That's unreal. I actually forgot about Gittins. Oh, Watkins off. Wow. I thought Marlin would go. I bet he's not happy. He had a massive chance for them. Marlin's been scoring goals for them. Marlin played for Arsenal. Come on, Odegaard. This is where you got to start cooking. Oh, unlucky. Straight at him. I don't mind. I don't mind that. Just got to pick out the corner. It's good footwork. That's so much better from him. The shot straight at him. Lavia as well. Honestly, how many players came through at City? Sit down, Marlin. Relax, man. That ain't no foul. Marlin now will offer them pace. These three now are thinking, who do we take off? Do you take Saka off for Noni? Noni's pace last 20 minutes? I think I possibly would. Come on, man. Trying to play a 1-2. Get after him, Gyökeres. Get after him. Don't foul him. That's well done. Come on. We need that Gyökeres winner. Here is Gyökeres. Crossed in. No one in there. Declan Rice. Oh, he doesn't get under it. Well, he gets too far under it and puts it over. Goal kick. Mikel, you're going to have to be brave now. Because now you're at that part of the game. You might have to take players off who were favourites of yours, you know. Martinelli. So who's he going to take off for Martinelli? He'll take Saka off, maybe. Because Trossard's just, come on, what are you doing, Timber? Marlin's quick, by the way. Well done, Timber. You know him from international duty with Holland. No, it ain't a pass back. He never meant it. I'm intrigued now. Martinelli coming on. Who's he going to bring off? Because why would you put Martinelli right wing instead of putting Noni on the right? Trossard's just come on. Come on, Trossard. Ah, it's a poor cross. You know what? I can't stand it when players kick the ball at a defender who's just close to you. Like, move them around a bit. Martinelli for Saka would be a strange change because why would you not put Madueke on the right instead of Martinelli? Unless they're doing something else. Here's Saka. Come on, Bakayo. Take him on. Ben White's there. Odegaard, come on. Oh, what a strike. That is great save by Emi Martinez. Pillow foot has got some concrete in the boot, people. I thought that was in the top corner. Bang. What a save that is by Emi, man. He is at full stretch there. Ooh, that's an unbelievable save. What a strike. Corner to Arsenal. That is one hell of a hit from Odegaard. Pillarfoot got some power. Emi, just let that go in, man. You're an Arsenal fan. Come on. 21 minutes to go. Corner to Arsenal. Look how he's pulling in Capia's shirt there, Tielemans. Come on. Decker's delivery is usually on point. It's high. It's back post. It's headed across. Here we go. Saka. Oh, it's cleared off the line. Oh, man. What a block. Right, sweeps in. Oh, Timber can't reach it. Bakayo, I thought you'd scored. He actually puts it in the right part of the goal, that far corner. Kamara, man. Oh, usually there the defence gets out. That would have gone in the bottom corner. Bakayo, I thought that was your moment. Yo, I don't know what's going on here. There's loads of players warming up for us. Farhan said we're in deep-ish. If we ever lose Rice or Zubi, we must sign a good backup. You're right, Farhan. We need a midfielder in January because we have no cover for those two. He doesn't trust Norgard, and Marino in midfield doesn't play well for Arsenal. Come on, Arsenal. Game's there to be won. Rice finds Trossard. Good football. Great football. Hit it. No, it's on his left foot. Come on, Saka. Saka, get on your toes. This could be a goal. Rice heads it across. Oh, it's cleared away. Good football, man. Don't foul him. Calafiore, why are you fouling him? There's his suspension for the next game, which I don't really care about because it's Wolves, but every week you see Calafiore grabbing people. Central C suspended, you're right. Now he needs energy gel. He's knackered. Ah! Mohammed said, fraudulent community. Why are they 6K with only 1.5K likes? I think we got more than that. Oh, Jokeres couldn't get in front of him there. We're on 2.2K likes. Come on, people. Let's get 3K likes. Big up the Twitch gang. Big up the whole C unit. Let's get this 3 points, man. This game is in the balance. 19 minutes to go, plus time added on. Emi Martinez clips it long upfield. The good thing is now Marlin isn't going to be as good in the air as Watkins. Oh, Timber, what are you doing? Giving away. Marlin can't get there. And Cappy has been good today, man. He's been really good. That's a foul. That's naughty. Stamped on his Achilles there. Them ones hurt, man. They are painful. Jadon Sancho coming on for Villa. I don't really know what to say about Sancho. Like, we all know he's talented, but he hasn't really... He's always struggled in the Prem. Trossard, I hope you can run that off. Them ones hurt, man. The Achilles. Oof. Who are they going to take off Villa? Do Arsenal need to bring a bit of pace on? Maybe Noni, maybe Waneri. Who are Villa going to take off? Double change for Villa. Double change for Aston Villa. Sancho's downfall needs to be studied. The problem he made is he should have stayed at Dortmund. You know, Dortmund seemed like his home. He always excelled. Yeah, another ex-City player, Jadon Sancho. Their academy is unbelievable. Right, we're back underway. They haven't made their changes yet. Timber finds Saka, right-hand side. Odegaard. Move the ball quickly, we beat them. I'm telling you. Quick movement of the ball and we got a chance. Timber. Odegaard. They've got a lot of players behind the ball, Villa, but all that high pressing they were doing, that takes a lot of energy out of you. Saka, gives it away, looking for Odegaard. It wasn't really any space there. He wins the ball, ref. Yes. No, 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 no. Oh, my days. Ref, what is going on? Saka gets booked. Wow. Sure he wins the ball. I thought he did win the ball. Let's have a look. We'll have a look. Touches the ball, bro. And you ain't... What is that? It's not even a foul. The funny thing is, the ref waited. It's like he was thinking about it. He got the ball. McGinn off for Sancho. I told you he won the ball. Seeing the ball move. Who else is coming off for Villa? Anana. Saka got booked even though he won the ball. Bogard coming on. Is that Winston Bogard's nephew? I'm sure they said. Do you know, I can't even be bothered to search for it. I still think we need another change. Nah, he got the ball. You saw the ball move on the replay. 16 minutes to go. Free kick to Villa on the halfway line. I would make another 1 or 2 subs now, honestly. I think we got that first bit of energy from the changes. Now I would make another 1 or 2 more. I'd bring Noni on for the pace. Tired left back. Noni fresh coming on. Go on, win that. Well done, Zubimendi. Good header. Flicked on by Rice. Oh, no, Nick, it's out. Saka. Saka, better be careful, mate. You get yourself sent off. You know, Emmy's exaggerating that as well. They're trying to get Saka sent off for that. Don't you dare, ref. And nothing wrong with Emmy, by the way. Half a yard away, half a yard less on that ball, he would have got it. Let's see if he makes any more changes, people. Like I said, Martinelli was warming up, but I wouldn't bring Martinelli on. No, we can't have another draw. These draws will catch up with us, man. Drew with Sunderland, drew to City, drew to Chelsea. Last season, a lot of draws cost us. This is the point where he's got to be braver now. Because it means taking off the likes of Saka or Odegaard, and we know these are his favourites. Wissa's on the bench for Newcastle. First time since he signed for them. Free kick to Villa. Emmy, 14 minutes to go. Still time. Ben White gets the better of Sancho there. Villa have the ball back on the halfway line. Maatsen. See, again, we've hardly got Gyökeres into the game. I think playing up front for Arsenal is not easy, especially away from home. We create so little. Emi Martinez clips it upfield. Good header in Cappy. He's had a really good game. Villa in possession. Bogard. Game's slowed down a little bit now. Yeah, I'll be surprised if it's Martinelli for Saka. Why would you not put Noni on the right? You're 5 points clear. This will make it 6. City have to win their games, yeah, but... Oh, Calafiori! Marlin! Oh, my days! Puts it wide. What is Calafiori doing there? Former Arsenal youth team player, Daniel Marlin. Calafiori, bro. I think he kicks the ball against his own chest. Marlin drills it across goal. That's a yard wide. He should have scored. Calafiori, he's struggling a little bit, man. He's had a couple little moments today. And he's been booked as well. Maybe Skelly at left back. Noni right wing. Couple more fresh faces. Noni for Saka. There we go. Yep, I agree with that. Listen, he played a part in setting up the goal. So I give him credit for that. He puts in a shift. But yeah, I still, Calafiori's had a good season, but there's still something there that worries me about his game. Come on, Nonny. We need you to isolate that fullback and get past him and create a goal. Rogers gets out wide. Here we go, people. 12 minutes to go. Plus time added on. Oh, that's too easy. Too easy. One-on-one. Where are you, Rail? Well done. Woof. Good job. He was off his line there. Tielemans. Yeah, Calafiori today, man. Moving like red rum, people. The horse, the wild horse. Saka, terrible, says Danny. Yeah, apart from the cross for the goal, he hasn't been great. Couple of decent crosses, but overall, I don't think he's been great. Nkapie's been impressive. Apart from that one in the first half, where he got done by Watkins, he's been solid. And Timber's improved as well, and he got done early as well. The problem with Noni, he tends to get past the fullback and then like give the ball away. We need end product. Just start bigging up Nkapie and then he gives the ball away. Go on, get after them a little bit. He's going nowhere. All right, I don't know how they played their way out of that, but they have. They really have. Don't foul. What's he given there? Throwing. Deckers just plays 90 minutes every game. Would you guys take a draw? I'm saying no. No, no, no. I'm rolling the dice. We need the win. I'm certain we will create a big chance. Probably only one. The problem is they might create chances. That's the first time I've seen Rodgers give the ball away all game. Yeah, you're right. They beat City 1-0 here, but we're aiming to be better than City, so sometimes you got to do better. I know a draw is better than what they got, but yeah, since the goal we've retreated. It's strange. It's like we went up a level, got the goal. Marlin's feet. Raya clears it. Come on, Gyökeres, man. I can't defend that. That's fraud watch, bro. How are you not holding the ball up there? That is awful. I would go mad at Marino for that. Gyökeres looks way stronger than him. How are you getting dashed to the floor like that? I don't even think he got dashed to the floor. He just kind of fell over. Here's Jadon Sancho. That is a good ball into Maatsen. Oh my days, nearly an own goal. We managed to clear it. In the end, it's a great block from Timber. He literally took it off Raya's hands and it rolls near the goal line. That ball from Sancho into Maatsen. Splitters. They look more likely to score. Why have we sat back since equalising? How has he got that? What's Calafiori doing? He's all over the place, man. Get him off. Ball in behind him there. Rodgers jogging away from him. They are all over us. Wow. Wow, we can't get out. Oh, we're all over the place. Why have we sat back? They are all over us, people. We can't get the ball off them. 8 minutes to go. We're actually lucky we're not losing. After them last few chances, Marlon should have scored. Nearly an own goal. Raya's made a save. I can't believe Calafiori's still on. He looks shaky, man. And he's on a yellow. So he's probably nervous to put a challenge in. That's not a foul, ref. Well done. Get us up the pitch. We're too deep. We're too deep. That's a good ball. Come on. Come on, Ben White. Now get us up the pitch. Come on. We're too far back. Come on, Nonny. Ben White, right-hand side. Wins a throw-in. Come on. Late winner. Would be Scenes. Odegaard, poor pass. Looking for Nonny. Good idea. Ben White keeps possession. We've got the ball back at least. Come on, boys. Zubamendi on the ball. Declan Rice. Calafiore out wide in space. Doesn't want to cross it. Starts again. Arteta's happy with 1-1. No, I'm not. Late winner. You win titles, you go to these grounds, you get late winners. You let people know. Pep will be watching this right now thinking, I hope they don't score. Odegaard finds Rice. Told you about the Swedish Sonogo. Saka was right, says Gunman Khan. We do look lethargic. How many changes have we made? 3? Trossard, Gyökeres, and Nani. Corner to Arsenal. Come on. Come on. Set piece, late one. Martinelli. Who is Martinelli coming on for? Unless Trossard's injured. Oh, timber. See, the thing is, Marlin would he have got that before Raya? I don't know. It's worked out well. I reckon Trossard must be injured from when he got stamped on his Achilles. That can be the only thing. But then he don't look injured. What are they waiting for? Come on, get on with it, man. We're not trying to draw 1-1. Who is Martinelli coming on for? Skelly's coming on. I wonder if Trossard and Calafiore are coming off. Come on, Deckers. Put a peach of a cross in here. Gyökeres header. I'm calling it. Rice to Gyökeres. Rice whips it in. It's a great... No, it's a terrible cross. How are you putting it on the roof of the net, man? That is awful from Deckers, man. I'd be going mad if I was the manager. I don't know. Did he touch that? I don't think they do VAR checks on corners, do they? Calafiore off for Lewis Skelly. Who is Martinelli coming on for? Trossard, see? Just come back from injury. Gets clamped on his Achilles. Has to come off. Unless he's just fatigued. But then he only came on at half-time. So that's got to be an injury. Trossard off for Martinelli. Lewis Skelly on for Calafiore. 5 minutes to go. Bring Ethan on for Odegaard, says Farhan. He'll never do that, man. Not in a big moment of the game. He probably should. More changes for Villa. Cash, who came on. Eze switched off, back post. Keepers get nutmegged a lot from goals, man, because naturally they come and try and make themselves bigger and they get nutmegged. Cash is off. Looks like 2 check. Was that Lindelof? Buendia. And Pau Torres off for Lindelof. Buendia, yeah, you're right. I may have slightly overreacted on that one, but yeah. If you ever watch that stream, then you know. He's not quite as good as we thought he might have been. Trossard must be injured, surely. He came on at half-time. He's come back off. I reckon that challenge on his Achilles has obviously got worse. Skelly against Rodgers makes me nervous. Martinelli, at least you've doubled up. Villa on the attack, right, given away in Capia. Poor pass. Ah, it's so poor. We've been awful since the goal. I don't understand why we've sat back so much. Credit to Villa that they, you know, they stepped up, but we just stopped. It's like we're playing for a point. 3 minutes to go. Since the equaliser, we haven't really had a great chance. Couple of long-range shots. Here's Jadon Sancho up against Nani. Them two was at wireless together, weren't they? Oh, no, it's Tielemans. It's up in the air. The shot's blocked. Why? Oh, my days. What a touch by Sancho. Come on, get rid of the ball, man. Sancho's got... That touch is insane. Come on, no, come on, come on. That's not a foul. That is not a foul. What kind of game is this? Martinelli's not even that aggressive. We have created nothing since the goal. Absolutely nothing. Couple of long-range shots. Nothing else. Why have we gone back into our shell and just said we'll take a point? 6 points clear of City with a game in hand. If they win, it's 3 points. No, I'm not comfortable with that. 4 minutes added on. We need more than that. We've just dropped deep. We've sat on the edge of our own box since equalising. Anyway, can we get a late winner? I remember years ago, man, in the black away kit, Jorginho, long-range shot right at the end of the game. And then Martinelli scored on the break. Why not keep that in? Throw into Arsenal. Well, Sunderland, they got the late equaliser. Newcastle, we got a late winner. Wow, that looked like a foul throw, but we got away with it. It's up in the air. Good strength, Ben White. Come on, surely we create one decent chance. Well done, Ben White. Come on, Nonny, lift your head up. Get the ball. No! Yes, refs give us a free kick. Didn't even look like a foul, but we'll take it. Come on, lads. We do this every time. Sit back whenever we score, says Iron. Yeah, Nonny and Gyökeres have done nothing. Well, Nonny hasn't been on for long, to be fair. Yeah, Gyökeres, I mean, he hasn't had the ball much, but that one where he didn't hold the ball up was a bit annoying. Free kick to Arsenal. 40-odd yards out, but they'll cross it. It is going to be a long season, isn't it? Oh, no, it's more than 40 yards out. It's basically on the halfway line. Raya to take it. Clips it in the area. Free header. Why? Why is he getting a free header in his own area? Throw in. Come on, Arsenal, man. Another throw in. Long throw in line with their area. Come on, Arsenal. Let Declan Rice take it. He has got a long throw, yep. He's jogging across to take it. Come on. We're in the 90th. 4 minutes added on. We never seem to get any of them like long time added ons. You know, City last week, I think they had 10 minutes. There hasn't really been many injuries in this game. Come on. Declan Rice, long throw. Can we get a goal? We're nearly a minute into the 4 already. Flicked on. It's rubbish. Caught by Emmy. We're not even good at long throw-ins. That's the thing. We throw it in there. We never really win the ball. Villa smash it long. David Raya collects it. Odegaard. Speed the game up, lads. Don't slow the game down. We need to get forward. Minute gone already of the 4. Timber. Finds Nonny. Can he take him on? Have a run at him. He's done him. He's done him. He's done. Oh, Nonny! No! Done really well and then loses it. That's the frustration with him. How is this guy getting out of that? You got about 4 players on him. They're good on the ball, Villa. I'll give them credit. They're not a bad team. I just don't think we've done enough since equalising. Get after him. Clips it long. We've got to win this header. Oh, we're in. Oh, he's flicked it on. He goes out for a throw-in on the halfway line. It's feeling like it could fizzle out into a draw, people. 2 minutes on, 2 minutes left. Throw-in on the halfway line. Are you joking? Odegaard, man of the match. I don't know what game he's watched. No idea what game he's watched. Timber's been solid, yeah. I don't see that. Anyway. Arsenal in possession. Long ball looking for Rice. Come on, Deckers. That's a great ball. What a ball. Nonny Madueke. Oh, no. Do you know what, though? Where is Gyökeres? Honestly, you should be sprinting. That's an unbelievable cross. Look, he's on his heels. You're on your heels. Run. You should already be running. You're running once he's crossed the ball. That is an unbelievable cross from Rice. Across the 6-yard box, on the floor at pace. No one there. Nonny can't get his foot round it. I'd be going absolutely mad if I was Declan Rice. I've just ran out of midfield to the left wing, put an absolute peach of a crossing. My striker's jogging into the area. That's the goal there. If you sprint in there, that can be the goal. Keown giving Odegaard man of the match. Yeah, I'm not surprised. That guy caps for the club. What are you doing, Incapi? I've just been bigging you up. Last 30, Villa have the ball. Look at Sancho twisting us up. This is going to be a draw, isn't it? Unless we score right now, which we don't even have the ball, so we're cooked. If anything, it could get worse. Marlin in the area. Can't believe we... Oh, my days. Sancho. What? He's cleared it off the line. Oh, my days. I've never seen anything like it. The ball's everywhere. We've lost. We've lost. We're cooked. We're absolutely cooked. Karma for the Buendia stream. Oh, my days. Conceded in the last second. I'm locking this stream off. Lock it off. I can't believe what's happened. Nkapie gives the ball away for a throw-in under no pressure, by the way, when he should have cleared it. We're done. Pep will be rubbing his hands together, mate. My head is hot right now. Very hot. Clear the ball. Clear the ball. How many chances do you want to clear it? No pressure on the cross. No pressure on the header. No pressure. Everything. Look, how's he shot? Great block. I mean, there, yeah, it's a scrap. It's a great finish. Buendia. Oh, I can't even watch it. My eyes are burning. Emery beats Arteta again. Full time. There you go. We've lost. We've lost. Emi Martinez and then man there. Odegaard man of the match. Are you joking, Keown? You're an absolute fraud as well, Keown. I'm telling you now, that defeat is going to take a lot out of us. Last minute, Peak Entertainment said it, same as Sunderland, sit back, you concede. Exactly. You equalise, you're on top, and you decide to retreat. We sat back and looked like we were happy with a draw and got stung at the end. Poor performance. I want to hear what Arteta's got to say, mate. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Same old Arsenal, mate. We won't win the league playing like this. We got no chance. City will win it. Haaland alone will drag them to the title. He'll score 35 goals by himself. MJ, you scored Beckham Rice, they said. MJ, not now. I blame all you haters asking for Nonny. Well, Saka didn't do it. Look at this captain. Are you mad? He didn't play terrible, but he won't man of the match, that's for sure. We sat back, happy for a point, and lost. At Sunderland, we were happy to nick it 2-1 and defend, and they equalised. Saka would have buried that chance. He had a similar chance on his left foot and didn't score. Boulder a beard. Until we lift the trophy, they will get no praise. Iron said, sitting back like we won, F this manager. MJ, good evening. Doctor said, yo, no, I've been saying this for time. We ain't winning ish with this manager. Phase 6, $1 billion spent. Weak mentality. Woke up at silly o'clock. I think Villa deserve to win the game. How was Martin Keown given man of the match? to Odegaard. Have you not watched Morgan Rogers' performance today? Too much talking. This club does too much talking, PR, hyping up players that are not as good as you think. And this is what happens, mate. We don't look like a title-winning team, people. That's the reality. You've gone to Villa, you've lost. You've gone to Sunderland, you've drew. You've gone to Man United, you've nicked it. You've nicked it at Newcastle, you've lost at Liverpool. Outside of that comfort zone of the Emirates, this team are not strong enough to deal with it. Awful. I said it yesterday, people. The favouritism will ruin this manager. I said Nkappi is playing well. That goal is partly his fault. He's got the ball under no pressure, over as a heavy touch, runs it for a throw-in. They take the throw-in quick, the cross gets, and then they score from it. PTSD injected into every fan yet. Very much so. Why did Arteta settle for a point? Because he's happy to draw in these places. Injuries, guys, are killing us. I'm not giving that excuse, I'm afraid. I'm not giving it. These are £50 million defenders. Our defence is worth more than these. Matty Cash was a right winger at Forest. Ben White, 50 million. Calafiori, 40 million. Timber, 40 million. Nkapie, 45 million. Nearly 200 million in the back four. And what about the attack? What did they do today? Imagine having your weekend headache by 8:30 a.m. David said if Nkapie cleared the ball, it wouldn't have happened. Yeah, poor, heavy touch. Zach said Arteta is a P, is representative. Captain on the pitch is also. FFG UK, Gyökeres has to hold some heat. Yeah, he did absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Keith said, can't believe I woke up at 4:30 a.m. for this. Go back to sleep, bro. Gyökeres, no shots, no chances created. Should have got Osimhen. Black, I've seen this before. I'm done. Save ourselves the hassle. I'll see you at the World Cup. Philly, disgusting display of football. Arteta, vamos. War Eagle, same story, same team, same tactics. Doctor, at this point, I'm fine with writing the season off. Get the more unfitter actress manager out. Bin 85% of the squad. Bin the Arteta gonad ticklers. Arsenal edits. Gyökeres got me wanting Havertz back. Chumba, every big away game, we're always set up like we are the underdogs. Youssef, not a single midfield change the whole night. He shambles, yep. But Wanir is young, he needs time. No, he needs game time. And the collapse begins. P.S. Nkapie is a bozo. Don't know what he did there. Space Jam, what a mess. Today's taken the title talk out of me. Same old Arsenal. Zamir, what is it about Villa? They beat us every season. Unai Emery, mate. Better manager than Arteta. Seen enough. Gyökeres. He's not him. He looked awful today. Mr. Miawi, imagine if Emery stayed, we'd have won more trophies. Brandon, genuinely hate this club, wasting an entire first half playing like they don't know about Villa. By now, decide to start playing second half, then this. World-class players dragged you to titles, stop hype. No, MJ, for once, you're actually right. Lars said Nkapie suspect with a ball at his feet. Yeah, I've realised that now. Penalty spot, can't play with a recognised striker, clear to see. Yeah, we don't know how to feed a striker. Our young best team in the league, that's funny. We are ish. P45 said, Curtis, why are you so confident in the first place? Odegaard makes us worse. Gabby and Saliba out. What I say in predicted 11 yesterday, don't play Odegaard. Start Eze in the 10. Played Eze on the left, awful. Odegaard was not terrible, but he ain't going to drag us to a win. Look at Emery running up and down the touchline. Kartik, Arteta will bottle the Premier League and lose in the knockouts of the Champions League. Everyone, including you, Big C, will say next season he has to win something. Nah, don't throw that at me, bro. Because you've heard me multiple times say, no title, no Champions League, get him out of the club. Even an FA Cup win, I want him out. Talking about hyping up players, you hyped Gyökeres. I did. I hold my hands up. The YouTube highlights look great. And we had a donkey up front. So that Portuguese tax looks heavy, man. Paris said frustrated, but Saliba and Gabriel out, both needed. But we know these players are gonna get injured. This manager overplays them. Look at lack of Premier League experience in our backup is killing us. We will bounce back. Well, luckily we got Wolves at home next week. You couldn't ask for an easier game. We should slap them up, but if City beat Sunderland today, we're in big trouble. The Sharks are in the water. You know what I mean? Sal said, what has Gyökeres added to his game? He's been poor. He doesn't look good. He doesn't even look strong. Look at the size of him. He's built like a bodybuilder. He doesn't even hold the ball up. Emery better manager than Arteta? Always has been, bro. Always has been. I've always said that. Dinesh, Chelsea defence cost them, but Arsenal are bottlers. My G said, Vamos to win no title again. Allez, allez, allez. FFG 2026, let me get my money up. Tired of these, man. Karimi, imagine waking up at 4:30 for this. Y'all gave Pepper momentum to fight for this, says Dinesh. Yeah, we've said to him, go and win it, and he will go and win it. Anthony, can't believe I'm saying this, can't wait for Havertz. Nah, man, that doesn't solve anything. Andrew said, I'm done for this year. I can't watch anymore, Curtis. See you next season. The Arsenal is bigger than the USN Arteta. I've got my son calling me on the phone telling me, good evening at me. I'm done. It's not good, is it, Andrew? Philly said, addition by subtraction. Get rid of Odegaard, Havertz and Arteta, and we can win the league. I can't believe what I've just seen at the end of that game. Cannot believe what I've just seen. I've seen something that I was hoping I would not see for the rest of this season. And I've seen it. People were telling me to apologise to Arteta earlier in the season when we beat Tottenham, we beat Bayern. Apologise to him. I said, I ain't apologising until he's lifting a trophy above his head. Gave him credit. When we won big games, he deserved it. But we celebrate too early as a fan base. I've seen people saying we're going to win the treble. We're soft. We're weak. The blueprint is there. Be physical, press, and this team does not want to know. That is the Arsenal way, I'm afraid, especially outside of the Emirates. We're great at the Emirates with 60,000 fans when we dominate the ball. When we go into someone else's theatre and your fans are shouting and your team's pressing and you're bullying people, this team is soft, unfortunately. We are a reflection of the manager. He continues to make excuses. Oh, guys, we play every 3 days, guys. Yeah, everybody in Europe plays every 3 days. Get on with it. Oh, we've got injuries. So why didn't you rotate Saliba and Gabriel better then? Instead of flogging them every single week. You know? It's not good enough. I don't believe this team is ready to win the title. Not with this manager. Not with this manager. Our attack is poor. It's boring. I'll be honest, it's boring. It's boring. I'm bored of it. I almost don't want to watch the next game. People go, yeah, you're top. If City win, it's 2 points clear. It's boring. I'm bored of it. And I get it. There's people saying you have to blame the players as well. You do. You do have to blame the players, but I watched Eze play for England, whipping it in the top corner. I watched Saka play for England, scoring volleys. I watched Marino play for Spain, running around the corner flag. Odegaard's getting assists for Norway. These guys come and play for Arsenal, and collectively, they look average. There is not one attacking player in the Arsenal team that is world class, that is clutch, that is going to win us games, that is going to... Trossard's been our best attacking player this season, and he isn't world class, but he's been our best attacking player this season. And again today, he comes on and scores. This ain't the Saka we've watched over the last few years. This ain't the Eze that we've seen at Palace. We all said today, people, why is Eze's got to play in the 10 or don't play him. You play Eze on the left, drag him at half time. Waste the time. Don't play him there. He can't play there. He can't play there. It's boring. It's boring, people. We knew the moment Odegaard was fit, he's going to start him attacking midfield. Doesn't matter that Eze scored a hat-trick against Tottenham. Doesn't matter that he scored the winner against Palace. Doesn't matter that he got the equalising assist against City. Odegaard has to play. He has to play when Arteta's the manager. And the Odegaards of this world will stop you from winning the league. Because Odegaard's had 3 title challenges being our main creative player, and it hasn't got us over the line. Odegaard today, by the way, was not our worst player. He was one of our better players. He still wasn't good, but he got on the ball, he had a couple of shots, played a couple of nice passes. But collectively, over the time, Odegaard as your creative midfielder ain't going to win you a title. He's got 1 assist and no goals. That ain't good enough. He doesn't damage the opposition. Saka is playing poor. People keep getting in their feelings. Oh, you're too critical of Saka. Get on with it. It's football. If you play well, guess what? We tell you how good you are. If you play bad, you're not good. You're not playing well. It's as simple as that. People think because Saka's got credit in the bank, we can't criticise him. Saka's playing awful. He's playing awful. I'm sorry. He's about to sign a 300 grand a week contract. He's not justifying it. He's meant to be our best attacking player. He looks average. Looks average. Simple as that. Odegaard, captain, doesn't lead the team when our back's against the wall. That's what a captain's meant to do. You either drag that team or you get on the ball and make something happen. He doesn't do either one of them. Gyökeres, I'll hold my hands up. I'm not writing him off. I'm not writing him off because we don't create anything for our strikers. At this moment in time, Gyökeres is struggling. No doubt about it. He played awful today. I don't care if you don't get a chance. Hold the ball up at least. You're massive. Doesn't look good. But we don't look good. We don't attack well. I've just watched Morgan Rogers today, best player on the pitch. If you said to me now, you can get rid of Odegaard and sign Morgan Rogers, that deal's done straight away. Yeah, well, yeah, he wants 250 grand a week. Give it him. He's way better than Martin Odegaard as an attacking midfielder. Way better. What we do doesn't make sense. We've signed an out-and-out number 9 that relies on chance creation, and we don't create no chances for him. So guess what? He looks awful. And then his all-round game is probably not that great. So if you've got a striker that just relies on chance creation and you don't create chances, he is going to look poor. Overhyped certain players, overpaid certain players, over-PR'd certain players, made them feel better and more important than they are. They feel untouchable. Saka's going to get 300 grand a week. He can play average. Life's good. Odegaard's on 250 a week. He's the captain. Life's good. Real Madrid binned him and said, you ain't good enough for Real Madrid. They kept Ceballos over him. People will go, you're top of the league. Don't worry about being top of the league. I've seen Arsenal top of the league and still not win a title. We better hope Xhaka and Sunderland beat Man City today. And I'm sorry, I don't see it happening. City being a few points behind us, mate, Pep's going to turn into a lunatic. Even Villa are 3 points behind us. They've won all of their last 5 league games. Everything comes down to the manager, I'm afraid. And people won't like it. Individual players, we can criticise them. I fully agree with you on that. Everything falls at that manager's doorstep. Everything falls at his doorstep. He doesn't use the squad players well enough. So when you have to throw them in for big games, they don't have no chemistry. Nketiah and these guys, you know, getting caught on the ball. Odegaard walks straight back into the team. Saka putting in average performances. I said that our away record will cost us. We beat Man United, we didn't play well. Beat Newcastle, that was a good performance. Liverpool away, we lost, didn't play well. Chelsea, we were poor. People saying that was a good point. It wasn't. Leeds slapped them 3-1. We didn't deserve to win the game today. We should have drawn. We should have drawn the game, but we didn't deserve to win the game. My question to everybody, because some of you won't agree with what I'm saying, by the way, and that's fine. Some of you will agree with what I'm saying. The question I want to ask everybody in the chat is why, when we equalised, did we retreat? That's the only question I want to ask everybody in the chat. We come out at half time, we make changes, and we look really good. We've got Villa on the back foot, couple of chances, the goal turns up. 30 minutes to go. Go on, go and win the game now. They're on the back foot. We've equalised. We've got a stronger bench than them. Go and win it. And we went, let's sit on the edge of our own penalty area and drag everybody back. And Villa said, okay, we can grow back into this game now. And they got better, and they got better, and they got better. The manager, Unai Emery, made changes, and it wins us the game. Wins them the game. I wish it won us the game. It won them the game. Won them the game. What people don't understand with Arsenal, if we're being honest, right? And I'm being calm. I'm not shouting, not overreacting. Apart from Declan Rice, our midfield is easy to play against, physically. So if you're turning up against Arsenal with a strong, powerful midfield, Odegaard ain't doing nothing physically against you. Zubimendi's going to try. He's not bad. But we lack the Thomas Partey replacement. They had Onana. Tielemans can manage himself. McGinn's aggressive. We lack Onana. That kind of player. We lack a Thomas Partey, where you can say, okay, it's a big, strong game. We can play him and Rice and be stronger. You can get through our midfield easily. And then you're at the defence. And when you've got a weak defence or a makeshift defence, you need protection from the midfield. Declan Rice is carrying our midfield. It's too much. He can't do it. I think Declan Rice is one of our best players again today. In fact, I give Declan Rice man of the match today. That ball that he put in at the end with his left foot, somebody should have been scoring that and winning us the game. At the end of the game, he's still running forward, putting in a cross like that. We're weak. We're not strong enough. We can get bullied. All comes down to this manager. He built this squad. So for me, that game is a huge disappointment. And I know there's people in the chat saying, you know, we're 3 clear of Villa, 5 clear of City. City got a game in hand. But you've got to pull away from these teams. Do you know the only positive, right? The only positive, not about today, by the way, but just looking ahead, we've got a decent run of fixtures coming up. You know, that's the only thing. But anyway, D Hills, we have such a weak mentality, no killer instinct. Trojan said your Gyökeres hype is the biggest stain on the channel. Yeah, don't look good. Don't look good. But Arteta's the bigger issue, I promise you. Gorav said, what did Glock do? Terrible signing so far. KMT said, Havertz was never this bad. People, I'm telling you though, don't lose focus. I've got no problem with people criticising Gyökeres. Look at the biggest problem. The biggest problem is on your TV screen right now, doing an interview. That's the biggest problem. Yeah? That is your biggest problem. Let's not just go, oh, it's that player's fault. No, it's his fault. He flogged Saka so much that he tore his hamstring. He flogged Gabriel so much he tore his hamstring. And Havertz, Saliba injury. Doesn't rotate properly. Signed Norgard when he should have signed better, and then we could have rotated Rice and Zubimendi. It's him. Hate to say it, but I told you so. Arteta out, says Per. New YG said, thanks for nothing, Arsenal. Emmanuel said, Prem is not won now. That's the issue with your fan base. Brandon said, the ish that pains is that I sat there watching Saeed call it. He even narrowed it down to the goal scorer. DJE Glock 14 played in Timberland boots today. Ivan said, I'm out. See you next summer. Can't do this every year, Curtis. Shiwa said, never seen a fan base so negative while at the top. So bad yet at the top of both leagues. After buying, we were the best team in Europe. Yeah, life comes at you fast though, bro. You know what I mean? KK said history can't keep repeating itself. The mentality has to shift. Babby said strikers can't perform under Arteta. Exactly. He ruined Aubameyang. Jesus, he ruined his legs. Lacazette couldn't do anything. Eddie did nothing. No striker thrives under Arteta. Gorav said, had it not been for corners, we would be mid-table. Ghost Steel, be real, Curtis Eze has been ish before and after his hat-trick. Odegaard has got a start. I disagree. He was quality away at Newcastle, did well against City when he came on, good against Palace, brilliant against Tottenham, good against Atletico, and good against Bayern Munich. Odegaard doesn't have to start at all. Avinab said Emery would have surely won it at Arsenal. Yeah, he's a better manager than Arteta. See, I don't think Odegaard and Zubi should start together. No. Troy Parrott, says James. Yep, the Irish legend. Nobody's favourite Nkapie isn't good enough. I don't want to write him off, but it was a bad mistake. Kivior is a prime example. Never got chances to start. When he finally cooks, when an injury gives him an opportunity, instead of the manager through good rotation, injuries are unavoidable. Yeah, you only get a chance in the Arsenal team if someone gets injured. That means he doesn't manage the squad properly. Zoza said we need a midfielder in January. Yeah. Brandon said they aren't gritty enough. Everything is too cute. Opposition players always run at us fearlessly. We always got to pass our way into a goal. Yep, totally agree. Ion, all our strikers die under this manager. Brio said Waneri, free Waneri, bench Saka, but sign a manager. And Irwu said he has to try Lewis Skelly in midfield. I doubt Lewis Skelly will ever get a chance in midfield in this team. I'm going to round up. I am not going to let this fraud ruin my afternoon. Martin Keown, get that guy out of punditry, because the fact that fraud has just given man of the match to Martin Odegaard sums him up. That is what you call on the payroll. That guy's on the payroll. Keown as a player, quality. I've met him as well. He's a cool guy. But it doesn't help the football club when you've got corporate PR ex-players on the payroll, getting paid by the club, still getting a gig, not willing to say the truth. How on earth can anybody watch that game of football and give Martin Odegaard man of the match? Just stop lying to yourself. Morgan Rogers was head and shoulders the best player on the football pitch. Odegaard wasn't even Arsenal's best player. Declan Rice was way better than him. Oh, Martin Odegaard, man of the match. Stop it, mate. You're an ex-Arsenal player, a player that the fan base respect. What we need is you to go into the media and speak the truth. That's what you need to say. Don't go on there and start capping for the club. It's pathetic. It's a joke. Righty, maybe once a month on the overlap, he'll really say what he thinks. You know? Parler, you don't get the truth on TalkSport. Keown, you don't get the truth because they need the paycheck. It's embarrassing. Minimum we should have got out of there with today was a draw. But to be honest, we didn't deserve to win the game. We didn't do enough. I don't know why when we equalise, we decide to defend and retreat. Oh, we'll take a point. It's not a bad point without our centre-backs. No, forget that. They're rattled. You've equalised. You've got a better bench than them. Go and win the football match. We end up losing. Big up DJB, man. Big up to you, bro. He said, here we go again, Big C. When are these men going to realise the squad is overrated? The PR, man, that we put out there for these players and our attack. Unfortunately, we've got a soft underbelly. We are not able to deal with that physical battle away from home. We're not. We need it to be a pretty football match. Then we will beat you. Our midfield has no power apart from Declan Rice. Zubimendi and Odegaard in a midfield is too pretty. You're relying on perfect passing. A team can run through that, as Rodgers did today. We don't score enough types of goals. Every goal has to come from wide areas. We don't create anything centrally. We don't shoot enough. We don't create anything for our striker. It's not enough. NM said, Arteta is the problem. Don't care what anyone says. Jorge doesn't have the nuts to do what needs to be done. And F said there was a chance. Glock 14 laid the ball off to Odegaard, didn't shoot because it was on his right. If that's as a 2-1 v Spurs, etc., Odegaard was actually good, to be fair, but those are the margins. Philly, Captain Pillowfoot for Ballon d'Or. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he was saying that. And DJB said, Big C been saying it time and time again, keep your feet on the ground. We still have the same manager, can't handle the pressure. We're under pressure, dun, 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 dun. I'm getting out of here because I ain't letting them ruin my Saturday. I don't even want to watch football for the rest of the weekend. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna raid Shane Gooner back because he raided me throughout the stream. So let's give him a raid back. I always forget how you raid. Right, here we go. Redirect. Can I raid him? Sometimes channels don't show up. And this one doesn't appear to be showing up. Oh, it is. There we go. We're going to redirect to Shane Gooner, give him some support, give him C-Unit raid, Curtis Shaw raid. I'll have a fan cam out in the next half an hour. Declan Rice, man of the match. Emery gets the better of Arteta again. Are you surprised? Have a good evening, people. Bless.